after the ridiculousness of scrap mechanic, we're now going to be much more calm and relaxed. Just slowly drive around. That's terribly wrong, and you know it. But we do try not to make it go wrong. Now I want to tweak one of my controls. Just forget into VR. So I have bound VR resets. If I bind that to /RCM, and when I'm in the race, Dora, don't walk in front of the screen. Dora, she's just sitting in front of the monitor, in front of the projector. Right, I'm sure it was /RCM. Hello. Was it just RCM? Let me check this because people tend to ignore me when I just do it. But live for speed commands. Keys. Because I should be an admin. Is it race control? No. I think it's under the host. /RCM space message. The message becomes a command if you type it with a / character. Okay. /RCM space message. Huh. I don't know why. I'm guessing I'll post. Oh well, I guess I'm on the server. Oh well, stick with the. I'll twiddle the message slightly. Please choose the same car as everyone else, so we don't have to kick. Oh. Please choose the same car, so we don't. Have to kick you. Heart. It's all about the delivery of the message, Shaka. It's right. Let me get into VR then.
It's alright if it's a hard emote.
Yeah, absolutely. It means that, you know, I'd like you to change it, but I'm not annoyed with you. I'm just disappointed that you've joined this game and then immediately chosen a ridiculous car. I'd say I'm really liking the Mini. I really just like the sheer driftiness. Anyway, I'm going to get into VR now, so I'll be back in just one moment. Yeah, I should probably enable it, shouldn't I? Always helps. Choose options, screen graphics, view, Oculus. Use first push shift F4 to go to window. So I had to sort of maximise window. There we are. Oh, Chuck, can you just check there is actually sound coming out the stream because of all those issues that we had before?
Okay.
Thank you. Sorry, there should be sound now. Should be. I've just driven out, and I'll just start to put this on while I just talk to myself and think to myself, you know what? I really like Danish pastries. I wish they were healthy. I wish that one of my 5 a day was a Danish pastry. I mean, I could make one of my 5 a day a Danish pastry. So I'm also running at 72 hertz today, not 120. So I will see if 72 hertz makes a difference. Is there any sound, Shouker? Say yes.
We do have sound on Twitch.
Yay! We had a weird thing on yesterday, or maybe the day before. Someone said there's no sound every other YouTube video he opens. If I'm doing something, he doesn't get any sound. Speed limiter. I tell you what, unless I look absolutely sideways, there's very little visual difference between 72 and 120. So maybe that will offset the headset going flat. The next option is to directly hardwire the headset into a very high power charger and then use Wi-Fi to deliver the signal, which I'd rather not do, but could be done. Hey Max.
Hello.
How you doing, sir?
Surviving.
Oh, don't say like that. That sounds terrible.
Well, that's my life, man.
Well, I'm surviving is everyone's life, but you know, hopefully a little bit better. Just surviving. We're not doing anything. Just waiting for. Should at least get Jay. SB says she's not feeling well. Tad's not back yet. Izod might join us. Get a few more. Whoa, bit drifty. You're a bit quiet tonight, Max. Or my car's loud. Is it you or is it me?
It's me.
Ah.
I've changed the microphone to cardioid.
Ah, that's a... It sounds good, don't get me wrong, it's just a bit quiet.
Yeah, I've turned the gain down as well. I'm moving the mic around trying to get into my position. I don't want it in my line of point of view.
Gotcha. Forgot to turn the rumble on my seat. Oh my god, you're a lot faster than I am, oh my word. Oh, I should check my message, shouldn't I? There you go. That's better, isn't it? Yeah, so let me just tab out to switch on the... I've got to choose the right sound card and it's really weird, it just forgets it all the time. So set... Dora, get off... Thank you. Oh. Is that working? Not working? Did I forget to turn it on?
Okay, you.
Oh, I forgot to turn it on. That'd be why.
There's an amplifier that clicks in with it, is there?
Yeah, so I've got... It's weird, so it's a USB sound card and a USB amplifier. It's this diddy little thing. Remember, USB can deliver quite a lot of wallop.
Only version 3.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is only... But yeah, it's a lovely little thing. I've been very happy with it. So if I go Shift F4... Oh, I'm struggling to click on maximize because every time I try, it hides my mouse cursor. Come on, game. Don't do this to me. Right, so there's... Give me my damn mouse cursor. Options. Options for 3D device. VR headset. You must check that game. Or... I guess I can go 2D. Which then lets me make it full screen, not a full screen windowed, and then back to 3D. There we go. Okay, I'm getting warm already. I was hoping to run with the aircon off. That ain't happening. Hopefully you guys won't be able to hear it on the stream.
Do I check on the skins? And it's up there copper.
Yes!
So making new skins is a bit laborsome.
Yes, that's why I did one skin and then went, yep, that's it. I just found like you just find a nice synthwave skin that's good enough. I really like the Mini. I really like the souped-up version of the front-wheel drive car. Most of them, I don't like the car enough to even think about downloading a skin. And how does Dora get fluff inside my headset every week?
Haunting?
No, like I think she like sneaks in and rubs herself all over the headset. So yes, I am away for 2 evenings. I'm in Wales, so you will try to entertain yourself for a couple of evenings. Oh, blue flag. No. Oh wow, Shaka, you got the fastest lap in the F1 car.
What a surprise.
Yep. Even with the blue flag.
Even with the... I got out of the way. I don't have to get out of
Yeah.
your way during a corner.
It was effective. Yeah.
Yeah, usually just lay off the gas, pull in, let them go wide around you.
Sorry.
Let's just go round him, Shauka, not into him.
I can't see him, that's the problem. So I'm like all over the track and he's like, oh, I'll just, yes.
The Formula cars eat gas way more.
Well, what, they're like a V8 or something? V6, what are they?
It depends what year it is. I mean, F1 cars have been V6s, V8s, V10s, V12, V16s.
Really?
Yeah, you name it, they've tried it.
The V16 sounds impressive, but I wonder if it's like tiny little pistons, you know.
Well, yeah, but it means you get smoother power delivery. I mentioned before, I used to have an inline a V4 in my Sirocco, but that could turn off 2 of the cylinders. So you can do things like, when you're under braking, it can turn off most of the cylinders, keep the engine going, and save fuel. So in an F1 car, you can save half a litre of fuel. That's weight, and weight means hundreds of seconds of lap time.
Yeah. Which means you have to put less in.
Absolutely. Or it goes for longer.
Yeah.
It's a great little car. It does everything I ask and very rarely goes wrong.
Audio controlled cars are still far away. So if you're using a mouse instead of hands, you're doing it a bit wrong.
So what's still far away?
Audio controlled cars.
What, left a bit, right a bit, left a bit?
Or like the address, take me to here.
Well, they are and they aren't. I mean, we're supposed to get the first level 5 cars within certain areas this year. You can already get them in areas of California, Waymo and stuff, they already do that. But it's not go anywhere. It's within certain legislated zones. I look forward to it. Given that I'm going to Wales this weekend and Southampton next weekend, I am all for cars I can get into that will drive while I can either nap or play with my laptop.
Play with yourself?
Well, what, for 6 hours, it'll get sore. Yes, so I'd like a self-driving car for the weekend and a big bottle of Vaseline. No, bigger than that. Are you in the posh mini, Max, with the nice, with the, like the...
Yes.
Races, mate, cool. This thing, I don't get disheartened, by the way, that Shout and I are still better than you. You are improving. I can't get back, never mind. No, you genuinely are. You're all improving so much. And you'll get to within, like, 95% of me. And then, yeah, we all need someone better to learn from. That's why I quite like running the demo server, because there's always someone who's got the game for the first time, just plows off around the first corner.
The problem I have is trying to keep this sort of racing line down the left-hand side. I just can't do it.
This bit doesn't really matter. What really matters is your position. You can go straight, you can go left, you can go right. It doesn't make a lot of difference. The point is, when you are braking, you should be in the right place. I brake hard at 75. Not too hard though, Adam. I think we did do it a little bit last time we played. We managed to get sort of a snake going. That's how you should do it. You should, unless you're going for an overtake, you should just be directly behind the car in front. You should be on the racing line. But don't brake whilst going around the corner, because that will make your life sad, sad, sad life. Chowka, do you want to choose the UFR? We'll give it a race. There you go, Max. 4 seconds off your best lap.
Yep. Because someone was chasing me. It makes me miss you.
Gonna finish the lap.
Yeah.
The thing that stunned me was the fact that they actually made single-cylinder, firing cylinders in motorbikes.
Yeah, I used to have one.
It's absolutely bonkers.
Yeah, I used to have one. So it's just a V1, and I'm like, but how does this work? Isn't there a bit during the crank cycle where it's neither pushing nor pulling? So think about a steam engine. A steam engine has 2 single cylinders, but they're slightly offset. But you know that railway train wheels have massive weights on them. Think of what it's got, the bit where the thingy connects. So if they get stuck, gravity should help. But yeah, I used to have a single cylinder bike, and it's like it was literally a V1. So it was half a V. It wasn't like a V. It was just more like a backslash, I guess. Someone just joined the Discord. Who have we got?
No.
Oh.
No one's joined.
Nobody has joined.
Oh, hold on. I've just pressed the button. What button's pit instruct? Oh, F12. Don't press F12. It says me is not feeling very well. Jay has not turned up. Tad is still doing army things. I like your helmet, Shauka. A little bit racist, though.
Helmets?
Oh, your helmet's different to mine. Whereas Max...
That's like fashionist.
Yeah, Max has got the same helmet as me. I've only got one helmet, unfortunately. I can't... driver... I don't know if there's actually a way I can change my driver. I don't think there is. Right, my helmet.
There is a choice.
Oh, wait. There we go. I can just choose if I'm a lady or a man. But the helmet's the same. Just my clothes are different. Oh, wait.
I think it's a skin for the driver.
I have to click on the thing underneath the list. So I have to click on the thing that says BF1RK or Hell ESL. Are you about to join us, Sai, or are you going to be working on the internet?
Faffing for a minute or two. Google is no capacity again.
Do you think we've run out of Google?
Well, I've watched all their adverts. I don't know what the problem is.
I haven't. On YouTube, I cannot recommend YouTube Prime enough. It's glorious. And I haven't hooked my Xbox up to it yet. It's not YouTube Prime.
I told you.
So I haven't hooked up my Xbox to it yet, and earlier I had to watch a 10-second advert, and that was some of the worst 10 seconds of my recent life.
YouTube Premium. I think you can thank me for that, because
I told him first. Screw you.
Really? I had an epiphany, and I've been telling everyone about it ever since, having had a lifetime of avoiding paying for things where there's an advert option.
Bye, Shelker.
Bloody hell. That was spectacular.
Yeah.
Hope that came across on the stream. No, I was umming and ahhing, but then I watch so much stuff on YouTube. I genuinely watch an hour or two a day, even if I'm not paying any attention. And now, so have you used YouTube Music yet, by the way?
No, I don't. I use Apple Music.
What a fucking con.
It's nice.
No, it's hilarious. So it just plays you YouTube videos without the video. And sometimes it's not even a legal upload, it's just someone's uploaded a song.
Right.
It's content matched, they go this one. And you're like,
Yeah, Apple's got that a little bit as well. You sometimes get recordings off the radio that have been content matched, and it's just imperfect systems. It just really shouldn't happen.
But essentially, YouTube Music is a way of watching YouTube without downloading the video, which is good for
Another kick you get out of YouTube Premium, certainly in an office environment, is people come up to you and go, "Oh, look at this funny YouTube video," and they hold their phone up and press play, and it starts playing an advert, and you've got this supreme smug feeling, but they suddenly become like a lower life form.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm on my month free trial, but I am so far super happy with it. Because, I mean, get me wrong, the YouTube apps are becoming obnoxious because they can, because they've got all the content.
Yeah, but you know, I mean, there's still a little bit of I don't mind paying money for something that's good, and YouTube without the adverts is genuinely excellent. So I don't mind paying for it. I'm not paying for TV channels, you know.
Yeah. Well, it's like when you're playing like a 10-second video, and you know it won't start off with a 10-second advert. I think that's what it really was. Something I can watch. It's videos I don't know if I actually want to watch, and I feel I'm paying to watch the video with my time, and then I go, oh, I don't want to watch this at all.
Windows just green screened.
That's because you're an insider.
Yeah. Should have superimposed myself on it quickly before it restarted.
So yes,
YouTube music thing come off my phone as the alternative to the inbuilt, not as an alternative, but as the only program I had available for free, or built-in, whatever, to the built-in player. I'm like, I just want to listen to my MP3s that I've loaded on my phone, and it's like, you can have adverts. I'm like, fuck off.
Yeah, the thing is, no one really wants you to play videos you've loaded into your phone, because they're almost definitely pirate. They'd much rather sell you access to your music library.
Yeah, which I already have. As bit, you know, as what's it called? Files I've pulled out of deep CDs because I'm old.
Yeah,
I spent day after day, night after night, pulling the, ripping them all, so I had them all.
To be honest, I mean, I used to buy records, anything between 12 and 15 quid a record, like per song. Yeah. So the concept of paying 99p for a song, and then 99p for 3 more songs, and completing the album for a quid, I'm like,
oh my god, I remember your decks, and then you'd invite random people around to MC whilst you span the wheels of steel.
Yes, I still do that occasionally. Not in right time. Yeah, I still got my setup. It's better now.
Cool. Is it?
Yeah.
What's better now?
I've got better decks, better mixer. I've got these CD decks and I can't stand them. The last gig I did was about 5 years ago. It was in Nottingham, and they were like, "Do you need anything?" And I said, "No, just pair of 1210s." And they're like, "Oh." I think we've got some record decks in storage. We've not used them in a while, and people were blown away by the fact I wasn't doing. Like, I did my set, and it was brilliant. One guy came up and he just pointed at me, and he sort of just going, "This is real skill. This is how you do it." And I'm like, "Thank you. I'm just old." And the next pair of people up was a pair of kids, not even in their 20s, on I don't know what the smallest MacBook is. Let's say an 11-inch or a 13-inch MacBook. Peering at it, mixing their tracks like that. Like, no stage presence, no skill. You might as well just said, I've pre-mixed this MP3. But I've got, like, CD decks now, but I can't get on with them. I spent too long learning to do vinyl, and I just don't like CD decks.
Yeah, plot twist. You looked really cool, but you were just playing an MP3 set list like everyone else.
Just thinking. Well, it's the really, really big DJs they do that, and the huge events where they got literally hundreds of thousands of people in the crowd. It's not live because they can't really do proper monitoring.
Can't risk messing up either.
So they're just pretending. You remember Ardy, by the way?
Yeah, Vic Light.
He's a massive, massive trance DJ. He's absolutely huge in that scene. And a really, really world-class guy.
Yeah, good for him. He's alright at Quake 2 as well.
But yeah, overall, I'm very happy with YouTube Premium. I definitely was spending more than £7 or whatever it is of my life every month watching adverts. And not a single advert was one I cared about. Ever.
Yep.
Never. I'm like, hold on a minute. No, never.
I'll tell you what,
okay.
Linus Detectives can sell me stuff.
What can, sorry?
Linus.
But that's in the show.
Yeah.
That's not ads that YouTube's giving
That's
you.
what it's sponsored by, and this is products and things. If he could sell me stuff, he really could. He'd be like, I just buy it. Just give him take my card.
Right, this baffled me last time on Need for Speed for several minutes, and I almost spent as long this time because the UI is so confusing. You go to join the host, and it says game password's wrong. So you type in the password field, and it insists it's wrong. You do this several times, then you realise, oh, the server doesn't have a password, so it's asking for your game password, but it asks you this on a username and password screen, which if you're not peering at the labels on the fields, you then realise you need to click back again, then you need to go to multiplayer again, and then registered username. You need to click on registered username, not password but username, and then you get a game password. It's just incredibly confusing.
So it's like when you enter your PIN wrong, and you go all the way through the transaction, at the end it goes, nope, you got your PIN wrong 3 steps back. You're like, you could have told me then, I think.
Yeah.
Simple as that. Yeah, what that password there is, that tells you if you know the admin password. If you get it wrong, it just goes whatever it lets you in. You don't have a regular password.
Right.
So, I can't see yet. I think Max might actually be coming in second here. Can't tell.
Nope, third.
Ah, you were doing so well.
I was, yeah. No, I fucked it up.
Well, Schalke managed to do a complete 360 barrel roll.
Yes, and then some. Yeah.
I don't know how many
That's
computers
awesome.
I can have this unlocked on.
Didn't they say 2 IPs a week or something?
Yeah, does that mean it locks the previous ones then? Because obviously I'm using my local machine and 2 different cloud services.
I'm pretty sure if you get locked, I just email them going, hello, I like to stream.
Yeah.
Like
I have a slight suspicion that's a Finnish driver.
Hey, maybe? Say something in Finnish.
Why does it think it's better than everyone else?
Say something in Finnish, Schalke, to him. I mean, in Warcraft, it was weird. No, you have to use your fingers. It was weird in Warcraft. You'd always get Swedish people just type "Swede?" question mark at the beginning of every run. Like, well, even if it's not going to be all Swedish, you don't get to speak Swedish. Incidentally, Max, that was actually not bad. You were 40 seconds off my pace, which is actually pretty good.
Terrible.
No, that's pretty good. You ballsed up that corner, but that's actually not really bad at all. But you get to go first this time.
Can't get in.
You can't get in.
Sad.
Why not?
No, because I need season 2.
We'll go buy it then.
My card doesn't work with pounds.
What? Well, it doesn't. You don't have to buy it in English money. Like I said, it's in the wrong car. No, shut up.
Oh man.
Sorry.
Alright, I'll change. What should I be in?
The race mini.
Should I change it?
You don't have to. You'll just be a lot slower than the rest of us.
Well, I will, because I've stopped to change it.
Yeah. Yes, it's the UF1, I think. It's the mini on the left-hand side, the lower one.
UFGTR. UFR.
UFR, that sounds right. Oh,
Okay.
they're all being a little bit enthusiastic around that corner.
Well, they should start again, because I was in the wrong car.
To be fair, I don't think you're actually any disadvantage here.
Really? Because I've got to start from the pit lane.
Yeah, but only Max made it around the corner successfully.
That's not true.
Well, they only just made it back.
Only you and Max made them. So yes.
What did I say?
You said only max. Well, you
Oh, yeah.
clearly made it around the corner as well. Whoa, sorry, in advance.
Somebody wasn't paying any attention.
I don't know where I was supposed to brake on that corner.
75.
Before it.
If you're
Before,
unsure,
yeah, thanks.
if you're unsure, start to brake gently at 100 and then apply the brakes progressively. You can probably brake really hard at 50 or brake gently at 100.
Yeah, I've been in the gone off far too many times to braking at 50.
Yep.
It's definitely not 50 on this car.
Well, brake at 100. Like aim to apply the brakes gently at 100.
Okay.
Because obviously going around the corner too slowly is better than ending up in the gravel trap.
Gravel trap, yeah.
Yeah. I thought so. No, I can't pay for this.
Why not?
Because my card's not set up for international.
Use PayPal, surely.
And I refuse to do that. Oh. Fine.
If Jay's, well, I'd say, or if Jay's online, Jay actually know that he got 50% off codes. I'm not sure he got a spare one. So what Jay did, Jay emailed the Live for Speed people going, why the fuck isn't this on Steam? And they went, yeah, sorry, here, have a code. So you probably want to go a little bit faster down the straight there, side.
What the hell's up with the...
You've got the
Oh, it's just because I turned it on in the previous car and it didn't have it in the previous car.
Yeah, it's because you started with the pit lane, so it turns on automatically to be nice.
Oh, right. Did it do that before?
Yes, if it's a car with a limiter, which most don't have.
Okay.
I have a little bit of headroom to make mistakes. Everyone is right on my arse.
It's
nice
behind
arse
everyone now.
It's
purple.
Yeah, but it is absolutely awesome when it's everyone is like this tightly bunch. Because when it goes, there goes one guy off next to random. But the best way to win is just to follow someone, just to psych them out until they screw up a corner, just breeze around the corner, do a rude gesture out the window, and then move on.
This is going to be awful.
What's wrong with PayPal? I like PayPal. I'm funding a little bit of spaceships when I do PayPal.
I hate dealing with it. You get paid by PayPal through Twitch too.
Yeah, and Patreon, and possibly YouTube.
Don't you?
Yeah, and Patreon, and possibly YouTube as well.
That's it.
Yeah,
That Elon money.
That £8 I think we got from Twitch last month.
Well, put it towards a hot tub.
Yeah, well, I mean, if I buy a hot tub, I think just we'll get less money each month.
How much did YouTube take from that $5 I sent you?
I don't know. I think I'm not even sure Google pay me. I mean, they do, but Google pay me for a bunch of things, so it will just get sort of amalgamated in. Because I get paid for my games on Android and stuff, and ad revenue and in-app purchases and things. I only wish Shouker and this other guy would screw up harder.
It's not hard enough.
Well, you're still in my rearview mirror, so no, it's not. Oh, good time from Arska. Why do you think he's finished? Is it his WCL tag?
That's what I would call the Schwarzenegger.
What? That's what you would call Schwarzenegger?
Yeah, that's a nickname for Arnold Schwarzenegger, what he's using as a nick.
WCL? Why?
Which is quite language specific.
Why? What's WCR stand for then?
I don't know about the starting deck. What? The R's got parts.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy, he's on me. Cannot be bargained with, he cannot be reasoned with, and he does not stop ever.
But does he bleed?
Then we can kill him.
Shaka, you use a wheel, right?
No, stick.
Which stick do you use, Shouka?
Lucky deck. Good 3D Pro, I think.
Not the N64 controller anymore then.
No.
But why does your input sort of shake around jitters very violently, when, like you've got no smoothing on it at all?
Yeah, I noticed that on his streams as well. That'd be a dirty potentiometer, probably.
It's
Just
how the
cat.
thick yaw is not like the super smoothest thing.
Oh yeah, it's not the most
Are you
precise
using the
device.
yaw of a joystick to drive this game?
Yeah.
And you beat me sometimes? Wow.
Yeah.
What's the opposite of all of the gear, none of the game? None of the gear.
Now imagine what you could do with some proper input.
Oh, I lost a bit of time there. I don't think he's going to be able to take me though.
Bubblegum click.
Well, it's a good job your input gets averaged every few milliseconds, otherwise you would be probably coming off the road.
Oh no, 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 don't mess it up now! No! Last corner, literally the last corner.
This car is hard because it can't brake lock stably.
No, because, well, you can. If you want it to brake lock stably, change the brake balance further towards the front. But I mean, more realistically,
Yeah.
don't lock your wheels up. I mean, that's never good. That's always a good piece of advice. Your cat is starting to respect me. What? Because I didn't hit anyone the whole race?
That's a good start.
That was a hell of a race for me, though. I'm that guy. He just pit me to the post. I literally bled off too much speed on the last corner. But yeah, so Max, you're a little bit slow relative to me, but that was, for me, that was blazing. I gave that everything I had just to stay ahead of Arska. Do you know where your weak spot is, Max? Do you know what's where your
weak spot.
Your weak spot. What's losing you the most time on your lapping?
Corners.
Well,
Everybody
okay.
down.
Well, okay, corners, but
Those bastard corners.
is there a particular bit of it though?
Every corner.
Well, it's a
So
little
the steering
hard,
bit.
It's a little harder to help you with. It's literally every corner.
Yeah. Boom, the fly.
Whoa.
I'm not in VR.
Max is too far to the left. Si, you're too far to the right.
Oh, I'm not.
You definitely were. Now, has this
No.
guy tweaked his handling is the question. Almost
So
definitely.
there's no weight consideration on it, is there?
On what, sorry?
In the game. You know,
Yeah.
There's no fat that's in the driving seat.
You can set your bloke to be fatter if you want. Guy on your left, Schalke. Guy on your right even. Now this is pod racing. No, no, I'm in the gravel. Get out of the gravel. Always on
Too
your...
far to the left.
Yeah, too wide, Schalke.
The last corner is the weakest for me in this course.
So if you're on a car that can do it, you need to use the right-hand side of that corner onto the onto the tarmac, onto the bicycle lane, and then back out.
We left.
Yeah, I guess they thought we were too easy mode.
Well, no, see, but yeah, for this car, you can do that fine. You can't really do it in the FBM, for example. It will spin. Gordon, I hope you like the picture I put on the internet of Dora earlier. Dora likes to stare at me from my top floor down to my middle floor, upside down. So although she is a pain in my arse, she has moments of adorableness and wonder. Yeah, another 2 car lengths to your right there, Schalke, to improve that corner. Car width.
No?
Yep. That's how much I've gained on you, and I balls it up.
I need to turn more on that.
You need to go wider, you go further to the right to broaden out that corner. But you see, all that extra speed I carried through, I carried that through all the way through the start line and caught you up. So coming out of the corner slightly faster than the guy in front means you're going slightly faster for the whole straight.
Unless you're going sideways at that point.
Well, I mean, you might still be up there. Ooh, good job, Si. That's a good lap time. Well done.
It's not my best.
It is your best. Oops.
Is it?
It was your best. I was too busy trying to check what my personal best was compared to yours. I could have messed that up. Ah, there we go.
You shouldn't be comparing yourself to me.
Well, no, it's because I don't have a. All I know is that your time was much better than. Oh shit, I'm upside down. Okay. All I know is that your time was much better than your best time, but I have no idea how good your time is relative to mine. If that makes sense.
You first.
Yeah, all right. Well,
Nice to meet this.
Max and Izzard, the race is on to see which one of you is
Hello
not
there.
gonna. I rolled my
Well, I
car.
screwed up my car, I think.
What happened to your audio?
Really?
The car's broken.
Me?
It's really suddenly loud and I can hear your engine.
Me?
Yes, you.
It did change, Adam, somehow, yeah.
I have to change. Testing, 1, 2. I haven't changed anything. I just went back to the pits.
It's not totally broken now, it just went odd for a second.
How rude. I was about to say, you two are now fighting amongst yourselves for the second place, because I rolled it. But one of you is going to have second.
Well, I don't want to push it too hard.
Push it hard.
No, because
Push it
I
to the
cock it
limit.
up when I'm not... I spin out when I'm not trying hard, so...
Well, not
Like
trying.
my car's damaged.
Not trying is usually the best sign. When you're not really thinking, and just the corners just flow, and the braking points coming, you're just there doing the right thing. That's the best thing. Think about global warming or something. Take your mind off the racing. That'll help. I don't know if you saw the was it last year was the 8th hottest year, 5th windiest year, and 3rd wettest year of all time in the UK.
Yeah.
And they're like,
Always the bridesmaid.
they should never be. Yeah, but like those sort of things should never happen in the same year. That's way outside of norms.
Yeah, well, the scientists are trying to get people to understand that climate change isn't a future problem. It's very much a now problem.
No, it's a past problem. Well, I suppose it's a now and
yeah.
past.
Yeah.
It's something we need to deal with now,
Yes.
but it's because of hundreds of years of abuse of the planet.
Well, I think America might be waking up to it, given
Ongoing.
it's all been on fire for quite a number of weeks now.
The not now, never tense.
Yeah. It's always someone else's problem. Like, no, you need to do something about this now.
Yeah.
But the point is that I'm disappointed, confused. I don't know. The governments don't seem to be stepping in and doing much about it on a sort of consumer level. They're not going, hey, we'll give you massively discounted electric cars.
Well,
you know, or
they do. They
electric
do.
car, we'll give you a massive rebate or something.
Well, they do.
They spent all the money on brakes.
Sorry.
You get no road tax on electric cars. You
Oh,
remember
big work.
Well, that
We'll
is.
give you £200 per year. Woohoo!
Yeah, but over the course of your car, that's fine. But I mean, an electric car's ownership is already massively less. But you know, they sent out all of those CFLs to everybody to replace the incandescents and stuff like that. So the government does occasionally. But the only government I know of actually doing anything of note is the Dutch government, who are they told Shell that they must come by 2030. They have to be at 50% of their 2010 CO2 emissions. And Shell went, we don't think we should.
they've done more than that. They've bought a big chunk of forest off of where was it? Not Uganda. Some little country. They bought basically a massive forest off of them. So we're having that if you don't mind. So keep the planet going green, sort of thing.
Yeah, well, say Holland are the country. Holland are the country that is the most worried about global warming. Because if we get, a 1.5 degree, there is no Holland.
Yeah.
They'd have to build a wall all the way around it.
Well, bigger dikes and bigger
wall.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're already under the water, but if the water level goes up a few, 6 inches a foot, they're screwed.
The sea.
Yeah, there's no coming back from that.
I don't know what you want from me, PayPal.
Food.
I don't know. It's never worked. I have the heart.
Second place is first loser.
Wow, I was 2 laps behind.
Oh well.
But,
I get to watch y'all. That's enough.
But I don't understand. How is
PayPal's never liked me.
PayPal's not working, this isn't the thing. I use PayPal because everything else is such a pain in the arse. Do they not have any other... They don't take Visa?
Yeah, Visa debit. But because mine's not set up for international, it looks at pounds and goes, go fuck yourself.
There must be a way to do it.
I'm sure there is. I can fight with PayPal for another hour and it'll finally figure itself out.
Just register a card with PayPal, then click buy.
It's the same card I've had on there forever, and it's the right one.
Why don't you add money to your PayPal? Add money to your PayPal wallet and then pay from PayPal.
Yeah, what he said.
You don't register a card with PayPal.
Well, you can.
Yeah, you do.
I'm saying that's not how I've done it. I've done it with an account, so the money comes straight out of an account.
Yeah, you don't have to register a card with PayPal, though. I'm not sure.
Then you've got to constantly update the card details whenever they change the card.
But what Si said, send some money to your PayPal wallet. What? I mean, if I had my phone, I would send you money to your PayPal wallet.
I just want you to know you just made a noise like my 13-year-old son makes when I ask him to do anything.
Yes, Kevin.
Yeah.
Kevin,
I hate you. Mr. Patterson. Mr. Patterson.
I should never been born. You're not my real parents.
Yeah, I'm a real mum.
Are we waiting for anybody else to join, or is it sort of a quiet night?
Hopefully Tad. I mean, someone can @ Jay. I checked Asbia is, she's still not doing very well. So she's taking it easy for a bit.
Take it easy.
Well, someone with a keyboard can @ Jay. I don't know where he's away tonight.
Damn it. That is online.
Do we want to have a variant on this or have some other code?
What would you like to do? I'm happy to do variants. Pick a thing. Different
Reverse or...
You want to do it in reverse? Ooh. We can do it in reverse. Same cars or different cars? This is an open question to the peanut gallery.
Peanuts!
Oh, see my peanuts.
So, right, so let's do the reverse track. Wait, there's an X. Oh, that's the car park. Okay. I'm like, why is it the car park? What car would we like then? Or the same?
Hang on a minute. Why does my car look sunlit?
I've just changed the time of day because I have that power. What car would we like then, boys and girls?
Right.
Anything except the LX4 or LX6 because I'm just not good enough. And the MRT because it makes me feel a little bit tingly in my gentleman's area.
I want a front-wheel drive because I'm better at front-wheel drive.
Your options are UFR,
LOL.
XFR.
And that was my bank sending me a message saying, we've detected what might be fraud on your card.
Yeah, and then you go, no, it's not, and then you go, done.
Or ignore it.
Front wheel drive, XFR, UFR, UF1, XFG, and that's all of the ones I know of. The RB4 is 4-wheel drive. There's probably others, but I don't know which ones are. 4-wheel drive, of course, is best wheel drive.
I vote for XFGTR. This is XFR
Oh, my
code.
The
card
FX...
was acting. That took them a long time to send that message.
Sorry, what did you want? Max, the XFR.
Yes.
Okay, XFR then.
Second column, third one down.
Second column, third one down. It looks like, for future reference, the FX0 is also front-wheel drive. Which is actually slightly surprising. So this is the same track, but backwards. I do wish that Wreckfest had
Is this all... Is Season 2 the one you're going with that's most of the cars?
Yeah,
or did you get Season 3?
A couple of us have got S3, but you get a whole bunch of more tracks in S3, but no more cars. So S2 gets you nearly everything.
Do you do Seinfeld impressions?
So Season 2.
Yeah, one thing I was hoping it was in Wreck, because it isn't, and I've seen these, it's races where everyone has to do the whole race backwards, like in reverse. I think that would be brilliant. I can't see the start lights. I had to lean out the window to see the start lights. So I know this track intimately, but not this way around. So I wouldn't.
That's fine. Just flip it in your head.
Flip the car in a moment.
Left is right, right is left. Everything else is exactly the same.
It's sunset though.
But are we friends at dusk?
Is that a phrase? I'd like to think we're friends at all time of day, except when I'm trying to sleep or I'm having a poo.
That's a weird tenet.
I think it's a fair tenet, though. if you're trying to be my friend while I'm asleep or having a poo, we are not going to be friends.
Not that kind of friend.
I don't have friends that join me in the toilet, Tam.
And now the Live for Speed site won't freaking load.
That's definitely a you issue. So we have a chicane coming up at the end of
Well,
this.
you're missing out.
See, I thought I'd break a little bit earlier than that, Shauka. Shauka's discovered that grass is not grippy.
I'm going to slow
I'm
down.
on Live for Speed. Load up your site.
No, I didn't slow down enough. You crashed more than I thought you would.
Wow, I just brake really, really hard, really early. And
That fraud protection crashed Live for Speed.
And Shauka just sailed past.
Yeah, I should have treated this as an unknown course, but I thought I knew, but I didn't.
So if you guys just take it slightly slower than me, you'll still catch up because I keep spinning off. Because I have no sense of fear.
What's that gravel doing
Bought a
there?
car.
What'd you get?
Oh yes, how did your car shopping go?
Nissan Sentra.
And how many?
That sounds.
That's an electric car,
Well,
right?
I bought a car.
It's not an EV then.
What's that?
It's not an EV.
No.
Is it a
Dungeon Defenders.
Is it a V8?
Nope, it's a manual.
It's a manual.
No.
It's just a big book.
Does Nissan even make a V8?
I don't know.
Manual, not manual.
It's an 08.
Nissan, not Nissan.
Manuel?
Manual, not Manuel.
I have to say, I am very amused that as a rule of thumb, Americans pronounce Japanese car names pretty spot on, and we don't. Like, we say Nissan, not Nissan. And it's not Nissan at all. We're awful at it.
No, Nike trainer.
Nissan?
Nissan, yeah. Whereas yours is much closer to the Japanese
It's because America and Japan are bros.
Yeah.
Or not.
Well, have I got a story to tell you?
Yeah. Surprise!
Corner! No.
I mean, we're bros for very interesting reasons, but... Japan 100% would not be the way it is without us. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, but... do buy a lot of their crap. Alright, Live for Speed. I don't know why your site has decided to just completely shit itself. Other than it probably got freaking attacked
from the
I'm
1970s.
trying to put my card in. That's fun. No arcade modes, no steering aids. You have to do the driving.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
yes. No,
I think their website was made by-
things here.
Oh man.
Sorry, I talked over you.
I was saying that I think their website was made by Aperture Science.
Why is it a portal?
Nothing wrong with that.
It's just old.
Yeah, it's a web
Let's try
portal.
this on Edge.
It's from the 80s.
Oh, screw that camera up.
Yeah, the end of the straight is by far the most confusing bit of this reverse map.
Yep.
Am I gaining any? I don't think so.
You probably are, but only because I had just had to lean across and just press second on the keyboard. You did just knock 11 seconds off your best lap though, so good job. So I knocked 5.5 seconds off his best lap.
It'd be even better if I don't cock it up at some point during each lap.
Cock it! Yes, I say, as saying goes, your best lap is your most boring one. Mac knocked 5.5 seconds off his best, so see? Progress. Learning.
Ah, smug mode.
I have no idea what I did to this Live for Speed page.
Well, I would just reload it. Just, if you've got the money in your wallet, it's either come out and you...
Postscript.
Yeah, I mean, Kat, do you think you've actually bought S2 yet, or has it died before you've hit the checkout or confirm or whatever?
Try turning it off and back on
It
again.
looks like www.lfs.net closed the connection. Checking the connection. Checking the proxy and the firewall. Running Windows Network Diagnostic.
So let me get,
ERR connection closed.
let me get this straight, Tad. Mr. fucking Wet Noodle Internet thinks the website's the issue.
That reminds me, I never found out if
Mhm.
Rob switching his phone off and back on again helped him with his screen dimming issue the other day.
Well, no, he went offline and never came back on. That's the last we've seen of him. It's been gone for 3 days.
The old switch it off, back on again trick gets him every time.
Incidentally, as I said I'm off to Wales. I'm taking my internet with me, so I shall give it a proper workout. We are really in the middle of nowhere, to the point where mobile phone signal might be a little bit sketchy.
Uh-huh.
So we'll see whether or not the big router stuck up somewhere tall.
If you'd have told me that a couple of weeks ago, I'd have sent you my directional antenna to use, and
Ah.
then all you need to do is work out what direction to point it in,
Well, how many
and point it
directions are
very
there?
accurately. 360,
That's a lot. I'm only going to be there 2
well,
nights.
infinite really. Yeah, okay. You go offline completely for two nights. Sure, you'd love it.
I would. See,
Yeah, right, yeah. Internet detox.
Well, excuse me.
Sounds awful. Sounds awful.
I have YouTube Premium. I can download videos onto my device. I also have Hot Fuzz and Police Academy 1 on my iPad from Netflix and cached. So the worst thing about this track, it's not the chicane that gets me, it's that bit, the bit that Shaka just pulls up every time. After the start line, I end up going straight across there. That's why the front of my car...
Right, well, whilst you're watching offline Netflix and YouTube, I'm going to go in your Discord channel and just type lots of wrong stuff and
No.
just as fact.
No,
Yeah.
you can't. No, you
I'm
can't.
like,
do that,
I'm going to put fact colon and then complete falsehoods. There's nothing you can do about it.
no. Fact, giraffes aren't edible.
Really not edible.
Fact.
Debate!
I didn't say it. I didn't
What
say
is
it.
this?
I declared it.
It must be true.
Mm.
Yes, didn't say bankruptcy, I declared it.
Something terrible has happened to this website.
Why
Have you
did
got like?
What just happened?
we finished?
Those that finished decided they want to have another go.
Right, do you all know the track now? Best of luck.
No.
But at least you know when not to really.
Can we not?
Can
Can we not end the race when people are just coming up to the finish line? That's super shitty.
You were done.
Oh. Schalke finished the race, and that's all that matters.
I believe you were over a lap behind, so therefore you're just done. I thought you were done. If not, I was mistaken. I apologise.
It's like you are slower than the best driver. You shall have less practice.
Yeah.
Drive less car.
Well, Schalke voted.
Well,
You only get to drive 4 laps every race. See how you improve with that.
Yeah, damn right. Get your finger out, sunshine.
I mean, if I'm
Screensaver!
Go and find a track.
if I was going to offer some advice, which is stick on the grey stuff, but then you shouted screensaver.
I thought I told you not to do that. Yeah.
What is going on in your rig?
It's not
Well,
his
because
rig.
I'm not playing on
Oh, yeah,
Mac.
of course.
I'm playing on. In this case, I'm playing on a Windows VM, and I don't know why Parallels doesn't disable the screensaver. Absolute
It
nonsense.
is a whole line of code, to be fair.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think the efficiency, please.
So, Max, when you're coming out of a corner, remember to use all of that. Go all the way to the outside on the way out, because it
Yeah,
straightens
now I
it.
find the grass. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Well,
Can't tell where my
that's
wheels are,
super.
basically.
yeah, but you were quite good then. Oh, that's the car I always pulls up. You should have gone a little bit wider, but that was actually pretty good, because I was following you. And then I've just spun out into the gravel, so don't listen to me.
I will.
Right, I'm going to take the opportunity to spin up my Russian cloud. So that was really freaky the other night. You know, I said that I left it all day. Well, I just basically went to work, and I came back the following evening and woke my PC up, woke my Mac up, and it seemed to be connected, or it reconnected instantly, but to someone else's session. And then every few minutes it would reconnect to someone else's session. I think what was happening is, as people were logging off, my client for some reason was hooking onto the end of their remote session. Completely wrong, and I sent screenshots and logs and everything I could to them. And I was saying, I'm not really bothered about this, but just trying to help you fix it, because it's a bad fault.
You wouldn't be bothered until it was you. You're the session that other people are watching.
Yes-ish, although I approached this remote machine as like completely disposable. Like I don't, I'll just
you
play
say that, but
a game on it.
Imagine if they were watching your driving. That's embarrassing. Oh.
Well, let me just get an ambulance for that. Burn.
That didn't make any sense. I'd like to take my insult back and think of another one, thank you.
Talking of insults, what is the insult for the younglings these days, the 26-year-olds? When you get called a boomer, I can't remember what the retort is.
Fuck off, twat.
I think the response is, how the fuck old do you think I am? I mean, if they're under 15 or so, there's Zoomers. That's the youngest one, and then Gen X, Millennial, depending on that. I mean, we're Gen X, then you got Gen Z, which is slightly younger than Millennials. But yeah.
And you know what generation Forrest Gump is, right? Gen A.
First thing I have the webcam there, I can just the office looks at the webcam.
Yeah, but that's you know it's funny.
Mm.
You just don't want to laugh. It is. It's funny.
I mean, I enjoyed
funny.
I enjoyed your impression of a simpleton. I think it was pretty good.
Thank you.
You can stop doing it now.
Thank you.
Yeah, but I mean, I've had someone call me a boomer, and I was like, what the fuck? My fucking dad is a boomer, you silly twat.
I watched a clip of Limmy earlier where I think he was reading out messages on his stream, and someone had said something like, "Oh, you should debate so and so. Think about climate change." And his reaction was like, "I'm 47 years old. I'm not to fucking debate anyone about anything. I don't need to debate anything. Fuck off. Except in Scottish.
Yeah, we herrlich. I've seen Brave, I know how to speak Scottish.
Joking.
Yeah, so...
You see, Braveheart, you know how to speak Australian.
Very good. Incidentally, you guys are probably a little bit more travelled than me. As I said, I am going away this weekend to Wales, and I popped into my bank earlier, but they said they don't do Welsh banknotes. Now, where am I going to get them from?
ATMs in Wales, of course.
Ah, didn't think of that, thank you.
I think when you go to Wales, you should take a can of spray paint and spray out all the Welsh on the road signs.
No. I want to dear myself the look because I spray out all the English.
The problem I've got is you spend more time looking at the weird scrawlings on the signs than actually reading them. You're like, oh shit, I'm about to crash. Well, not literally, but yeah.
When the scrollings, you mean like the graffiti? Do we turn left or right here? Is that a dick?
Does Wales have a different money than England?
No. But Scotland does, but also doesn't. So Scotland has the same...
Scottish pound. Yeah, I think it's Scottish
So Scotland
pound.
has the same money. No, it's the same money as us.
Yeah, it's money,
but they, for some batshit reason, have 5 banknotes each issued by their major banks. So to the point where if you have a Scottish banknote, which are, you know, we're talking about 0.5% of the circulation, no one in England will take it because they don't know what it is. So the joke is, if we're going to Wales, we'll only need the Welsh banknotes. But yeah, it's a very, very...
Wales don't do that.
Oh, good lap, Max. 3.5 seconds knocked off it.
Oh, sweet.
But yeah, it's a very odd situation. It's a bit better now. Now everyone knows there are Scottish banknotes. But if you were going to forge money, forge a Scottish one, because hopefully no one will know what they're looking for. Are they plastic now? I don't know. I've not been to Wales since the dark times. Have you got proper money yet, Tad, or is it still paper over there?
Theirs is not only paper, it doesn't have any bloody anti-force devices in it.
Gerbils on wheels power the whole thing.
Gerbils wheels power.
Oh yeah, and the gerbils go through the tubes. Yeah, that's right.
I mean,
I don't think that's
No,
my question.
our internet.
Oh right.
Our internet, our money's just printed endlessly.
yeah, but does it have like see-through foil strips, metal strips in it? Any sort of counterfeiting deterrents
no.
in it?
Here's a better question.
No, you're thinking of Canadian money.
I'm thinking of British money.
What's your smallest denominator?
Canadian money is also scratch and sniff.
What's your smallest denominator note, please, Tab? Denominator means size.
A dollar.
Denomination, you mean?
Yeah.
Yes.
What's your largest denomination note, please?
100. They do make $1,000 bills, but good luck finding any.
And your $100 bill, how much bigger is it than your $1 bill?
They are precisely the same size.
And what colour is your $1 bill versus your $100?
Good luck, blind people.
It's insane. I've been to America and I'm like, all your notes are
They're
exactly the same. In the UK, the £5 are the smallest and they're blue. The 10s are brown and they're slightly bigger. The 50s are biggest and they're red. A 20's green, I think? Pink. Yes, pink, of course it is.
I've not used one for a while.
The weird thing is, we've got to the point now where 50s are not really worth that much. Inflation and all that. But people still look at you like you're a drug dealer if you try and buy anything with a £50 note. People hate 50s, even though... So now, like, cash machines just give you fucking stack. You get, like, £500 out of a cash machine. It'll just give you...
Probably 20s and 10s.
Yes, and I'm like, just you know, 10 50s would have been fine.
Well, if you wanted something small, large denomination, you should have gone into the bank.
No, I shouldn't. The machine should give me the sensible denomination. Give me £500.
Yeah, but it's gonna have tons of
I'll give you 50
£50.
tens. But my point is, Max, we got this weird sort of aversion to £50 notes in the 80s when £50 was a ludicrous amount of money. Now it's not.
And it's stayed,
yeah, now 50 quid is just something I might get out. Well, I mean, if you're going out on the piss, you might get 100 or 150 quid out.
Yeah.
Like,
What's called the WOD button, I think you'll find.
yes, well, now it's all contactless.
It's still a WOD, isn't it? It just
Yeah.
gives you 20s and 10s.
And,
Sure, I can remember getting £1 notes out of a cash machine, or did I imagine that?
so I say, the cash machines very rarely give 5s as well. Just to
These
make that
days,
clear.
yeah.
I don't, no, I think you did.
Oh,
I
that's
think I
right.
did.
Your £1 are coins, aren't they?
They are now, yeah, £2 are as well.
£2 are coins as well. Yeah. We didn't have £2 for a while though, did we? £2 was a relatively new.
Yeah, it still seemed newfangled to me, the £2 coin.
What was it?
Looked like fake, funny money.
When was £2 coins then? 95?
Later than that.
I don't know.
Century?
That doesn't mean they were adopted immediately.
That's not how it works over here.
That's
Ted.
not how it works.
You don't get a choice.
Yeah.
We don't ask you to
It's
adopt.
a-
That's just what turns up.
It just
Because
comes out.
we have $1 coins. Nobody
90.
uses them.
1997.
As long as it wouldn't
97
nicking about your wooden dollar coins.
So at the arcade, obviously, we get a lot of old machines, and sometimes we do get machines with money in them, and it's brilliant because I keep finding old 50p's. Do you remember old 50p's?
Massive and heavy.
They're enormous. I could kill someone with that.
I thought there was one stuck in the back of our scales because it had that sort of same edging poking out on the back of the scales to adjust it.
I wish to play with the switches in VR, by the way.
You always want to play the switches in VR.
I do.
Quality of life feature that nobody's actually taken the time to implement.
Which?
Terrible.
Well, there have been VR games built about that.
But
Although it,
Tad, I'm using a steering wheel, man. What good would be toggling switches in VR? I want to, don't get me wrong, but ain't gonna be happening for a while.
Principle of the matter.
Whoa!
there's a corner here.
Whoa! Cars everywhere. This happens quite a lot. Like Max is a little bit slower than me, but not so much slower. I can just blast past him. I have to follow him, wait for weakness. Oh. Wait, what is it with you lot driving on the grass?
Max's weakness is he can't handle people driving behind him.
Excellent. Now, is Jaco going to do this corner right? You're quite a long way over. Wow, I took that amazingly! Probably not textbook though. Nope, too wide, okay.
Yeah, wrong, you're going to the pit wall.
I've done that once already. Not this race.
I just went into the edge of the pit wall.
This corner is hard because it's downhill.
Live for Speed site is down.
The actual Live for Speed site is down.
LFS.net or the other one?
Buy it on your phone.
Yes.
How's it going to make this website suddenly come back?
.net.
Because it's not the website.
I tried that. It's down there too.
Really? No, I don't believe you, Tad, but...
How much you want to bet?
$1.
How much you want to bet?
$1.
Sticky
$1 coin.
toffee stick. Toffee finger.
$1 I won't send you through PayPal.
What's the point actually? We do get some other strange coinage in the UK. Celebratory coins,
yes.
like £5 coins and things. I don't know if they count as legal tender. I think they probably do, but they're just the idea is you buy and then keep it, not buy it and go, I want to spend this.
I believe they do, but they're not worth. You pay way more than a £5, so no one in their right mind would try and spend it.
Also, the phrase legal tender gets misinterpreted a lot.
Okay.
Like that $0 Marx or Karl Marx one.
very specific, the legal tender.
The legal term.
Yeah, I didn't want to just pull back in there, Max. I thought you were coming out.
No. Didn't the Euro...
In Europe, what?
Didn't they make a €0 Karl Marx bill?
Well, when you say they, do you mean Maxi, maybe? Europe? Like, no.
I think there have been like €0 coins and the paper.
Yeah, they were poking fun at Karl Marx's birthday.
Do you still use whatever it is over there, Shaq, like Dracula or something?
Rona.
Or marka, you know, it's euro all the way now.
Yeah, so Max, you're in that annoying stage now where you're just slow enough to get in the way and not slow enough for me to go out my way now. That's a good space, a good place to be in, by the way. All I have to do though is just
Yes.
full beam, try and dazzle you.
Wow. I did not know this. So throughout the UK, coins valued.
It's like someone's put two bits of A4 in front of the car rather than actually lighting up the headlights.
Yeah, I know.
I just learned something
Oh,
from
what's going
reading.
here? Too busy looking at the rear view lights.
Yeah,
You're right.
it worked, so you're completely correct. I just sat behind and he crashed. Tell me about the UK coins.
So what I just learned is that coins valued £1, £2 and £5 sterling are legal tender in unlimited amounts. 20 pence pieces and 50 pence pieces are legal tender in amounts up to £10. 5 pence pieces and 10 pence pieces are legal tender in amounts up to £5. Pennies and 2 pence are legal tender in amounts up to 20 pence.
Pennies? We have pennies anymore?
Yep. 1p and 2p's. What else would you put in the arcade, man? Well, not your arcade, but you know, the
50p.
arcade on the seafront.
50p's, Max, not 1 pences.
No, ours takes 2p's because it's 2p shuffling.
Yeah,
Don't mind to really go in there with a couple of pounds.
I didn't say tuppence, I said pennies. I haven't seen a penny in forever.
Oh, right.
Like, it's hate
Well,
me.
you're one of these people that doesn't use cash, aren't you?
Well,
Like Queen.
I don't think I've bought anything that would give me a penny back. Like, if I was in this... I mean, I can't remember last time I
Well,
actually used
I'm
cash.
building a list. I'm building a list. Let me pull my list up.
Is it a very short
Things-
list?
No.
Crap.
Just everything. Have you never been in a 99p store?
Right, here we go.
I
So the
have.
list of things that take cash.
Not in 10 years.
Oh, wait.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you have, but you don't just buy one thing.
Things that take cash.
Yes.
Ice cream van. Car boot sale.
Wait, hold on.
Oh my god, you're not going to list everything.
Wait, do your
No,
ice
I've
cream...
just got 5 things.
Do your ice cream vans not have card readers?
No.
Holy shit, mine does.
Well, they take cash only, so there you go.
Wow.
Fun for setting up a pub,
Yep.
settling up a pub when you have multiple people at the one par tab, because we're old school, and hospital car parks.
Well, okay, so I've definitely used card at hospital car parks. So,
God, it
Yeah.
doesn't
You
happen
can't
to
say
me.
everywhere.
no,
Your
but...
expenses not represent the entire country, thank you very much.
No, but I'd be very surprised if anyone doesn't have a card
reader,
machine at a
no.
car park. That's terrible. Yeah.
The other thing, I haven't been in the hospital car park for years, I deliberately avoid the one.
What boggles my mind though, with your example of setting up a
We all
bar
avoid
tab,
hospitals.
it's like when you go out for a meal, there's 5 of you, and you get the meal, and they give you one bill, and they're like, oh, can we split it? And they all give you a look, like you're the first person who's ever asked to split the bill. Like, oh, we don't know. What the fuck? In America,
Mates, and one of them have cash, you know.
yeah, but in America, all they do, they just go around you each in turn, just take off 20 quid, 20 quid, 20 quid, 20 quid, 20 quid, whatever, until you're done. It's very simple.
Yeah.
But in the UK,
True.
every time they just go, oh, you want to split it? Like, of course we want to split it. Like, when I went to Fazendas, it was like a £400 food bill.
Are you sure, sir? It does mean more work for me.
Do you remember that time we went out, a whole bunch of us, to the Indian restaurant in Aldershot,
I know what
and
you're going to say.
the nice man brought a very big receipt for hundreds of pounds over, and at the bottom it clearly said, card declined, and went, sign, and I'm like, it says card declined. So this guy obviously didn't speak any English, or read any English at least, so he wanted me to sign the bit that said card declined, and I'm like, I'm a bit tempted, given that's a lot of money, but it was my local. I'm like, no, and I was like, no, sign. He's like, I'm not signing. I'm like, for fuck's sake, go and get someone who speaks English, please. I don't know how to tell you, my card's been declined. So, hang on, let me just, LFS. Oops, I typed all the letters wrong in that.
I thought that's what I gave you all that Patreon money for, so that wouldn't happen.
So, website's up for me, Tad. Loaded really quickly, too.
I saw a post recently. Someone was showing a picture of a receipt for a meal, and the card had been declined, and this person was posting this, laughing at the date that she'd had, saying, "Oh, he took me out for a meal, and then his card was declined. Ha 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 ha!" And the top reply to it was someone pointing out, "Oh, that's very interesting. That says error. I think like 1002, not 1001, which means that you typed the wrong code." Pin in, which means that you typed the wrong pin in on purpose just to create this receipt so that you could put this on your Instagram for clout, and you are a lying bitch.
As usual.
Oh, what card did I say? Let's try the FX0 or FXO. We've never done this one before, and it is front-wheel drive. So I've never driven it. Select personal colours. I will. Is it working yet, Tad? It's working for me.
FX.
Let's try.
It's the second row, second column, second row, isn't it?
FX0.
Yes, it's yellow. Obviously, please don't drive a yellow one. That would be horrible. Drive a nice, tasteful one like me. Right. Oh, I can't see anything about the car. Info. Cool. It's a 234 horsepower front-wheel drive flat four. Flat four front. What car? Tad, name a 2-litre turbocharged flat four front-wheel drive car.
Diesel or petrol?
That's not a real question.
No, it's all petrol.
It's a flat four. That means flat four means one of two things. It's either a Goldwing
Turbo
or a Subaru. Yeah, but it's a front-wheel drive. I wonder if this is a...
Oh, flat four for Boxer, yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if Subaru ever did any...
Didn't Volkswagen make Boxers, or am I thinking like World War II?
There was the Porsche Boxers, which are Boxers, but there are only about 3 things that are Boxers in the entire world. Is it working yet, Tab? It's working for me. Yeah? Hooray!
No, you're right.
I am right, it's working.
I'm pretty sure there are turbo Subarus, though.
Yeah,
so.
all of them. But that's not the point. They're not front-wheel drive, ever. Subaru don't do a single 2-wheel drive car. Even the Justy is front-wheel drive. Is the LFS not working yet, Tab?
I didn't know that. No.
Why don't you do what Sai does? If you had a computer in the cloud, that would have good internet.
Yep.
It's definitely working. The LFS website loaded instantly. Like, if I had it set up, I'd get you to remote desktop into one of my computers and log on as you and do it there.
I'd never get rid of Parler.
No, I've uninstalled.
Let me check to see if my internet's actually even remotely looking.
Yeah. I mean, I've uninstalled Parler. I'm using Grindr now. Heyo.
What?
Never mind.
Interesting.
No, there's a new one. Because Parler obviously got hacked, and there was a new one for the MAGA crew, and that got hacked too. But it had a name that was really close to Grindr. I don't remember what it was. You finished colouring your car, Max?
I'm trying to get FXO skins, and I'm just downloaded 3, and it's FXO GTR. I'm like, oh yeah, fuckers. So that's FXR, so we're in a different wrong car.
Yeah, so shame there aren't skin packs of all the skins, the same skin for all cars.
Or just give me a set of things, something different for everything.
Yeah.
What? There isn't?
There isn't what?
The skins are per car.
You can't, it's just you buy the skin, you get it for all your cars?
No.
Like every other racing game on the planet it does?
No. All the skins are free, but the point is you download a skin for a car. There probably are packs of them, but not as default.
I'm just using Google. I'm supposed to search for FXO Turbo. Hopefully we can get a skin that actually...
Oh, wait, hold on. I can just remove Max from the start line while there we go.
Oh,
No.
sorry, I'm on the start line. Sorry.
There we go. Not anymore. Ooh, let me see what we got. What fancy toys have we got? Nothing. It's got a turbocharger though.
I'm coming.
This one feels.
I did get a lot of people telling me when they heard that I blew my head gasket to do an LS swap on my car, and I was like, "It's a Toyota."
Yeah.
Like, then do the other swap then. I'm like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I did see the one that goes, oh, I'm looking to buy that Subaru. Have you had the head gasket replaced? And the response was, no, I did the delete. It's like, what? If you're not an engineer, by the way, trust me, that's funny. Oh, this car has ABS, so that's good too.
That is funny, but
It's like, did you weld the two halves of the car together? Because that's a short-term solution at best.
an effective one.
I mean, I had the head
Once.
gasket going by a compressor, but it was, it was 20. Well, it was about 19 years old at the time.
Head gasket.
Sorry, Max.
So do you have to say it like the guys on White Car Mods? Head gasket.
Head gasket. Head gaskets are shit. They're just basically when you clamp two halves of the engine together, they're the bit that stops there being any leakage.
It's a bit of cork.
They're
It's a bit
awful.
of cork.
Well, no, it's metal. I mean, you can get ones that are much more expensive and much better. But they're basically, so when you sandwich two halves of the engine together, that squishes out all of the any imperfections. I like that guy's
Literal definition of a gasket.
Yeah. Ooh, nice drift, Schalke. Right into the wall.
I didn't contact with the wall this time.
It was going well until the going off the track bit. Also, it's a front-wheel drive car, so drifting is not recommended. Haha! Drove into my smoke screen.
Oh, their computer.
I managed to find one skin that actually is the right one.
Oh, too fast. I'm
Just
surprised-
have to go to the green's less than the other person.
Did you go on the? I wonder why you didn't burn past me. It's so tempting to do a wreckfest maneuver, but as we have learned, ramming someone or even trying to pit them goes wrong for everyone involved. But you're on the wrong side of the corner, so let's see who can take this corner better. Me, but then I took the next corner.
All three of the computers I have in my room will not load that site.
Have you tried an Internet Explorer? Or whatever it's called, Edge.
I tried Edge.
Okay, because it's a really old
Yes.
website. But yeah, it loaded for me in a heartbeat. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, just tried.
Too much green, Schalke?
At least I got my losses.
And the grass. Would anyone like me to bring them back anything from Wales? What's Wales famous for?
Welsh cakes, love spoons, dragons.
Do you love spoons?
I have several wooden spoons, yes.
Or do they have a hole in them so you could, you know?
Yes. Welsh love spoons, yes, I've got several.
Do they have a hole in them so you could, you know?
They're not like that.
Well, what are they then? Do you eat love from
They're,
them?
no, they're to be
There we go.
given as a gift. A token of your love. To your betrothed or similar.
A spoon?
Yes, a spoon. Well, there's a pair of spoons.
Alright, it's back up.
I mean, that's sweet. I mean, so how often is that tramp down by the train station be giving you these spoons?
Well, once a week.
I actually did, now you mention them, I do actually remember what love spoons are. Love spoons, woo.
this game's been around long enough for people to put images up, forget about them, have the accounts like I don't know, you call it
image
archive
bucket
and
or
things,
photo bucket.
yeah, then you can't get the bloody thing. I'm like, oh, looks really nice. People really don't understand how to label these things though, because Google's like, yeah, this one. I'm like, no, it's not. This one, no. This one, no.
Yeah, I mean, you can just browse on the actual forum, which is pretty good.
Oh, really?
There are there are specific skin threads. Oh no, that didn't work.
Did you do contact on purpose? Ah!
Did you? Oh, bad Shalka. No, I didn't. The bonnet of this car is longer than I had expected. So suddenly I was pushing you, going, oh, that didn't work. And then I closed the door on you. You pushed me.
No.
However, as I said, at best we are amateur racers, even at our absolute highest skill. So when we get to the point where we're really trying, we're avoiding contact, obviously, but it will happen. What did that? Yes. Did you get it to work, Tad?
Yes.
Anyway, that's the end of the stream. Hope you all had a good time.
Well, now I gotta download it.
No, you already have it downloaded.
What?
You already have it downloaded, don't you?
What? Let's find out.
I should hope so. You might have to get the new patch, but it's like 600 megs or something.
Yeah, you say 600 megs like it's not a lot for me.
Yeah. Now, a smart man would have been downloading it whilst trying to navigate the license.
I had to go buy a car.
I'll let you know if I see one. Yes, but we've been streaming for like an hour and a half. You could have been doing it all during that.
Uh-huh.
So what is a Nissan Sentra? How big's the engine? What's its 0 to 60?
Oh. It's just a shitty little car. Don't care.
Small car, big car?
It's just a bog standard sedan.
Big car then. There you go, Tad. I told you it would just work.
I guess.
Max, you should hurry back because you get to feel superior against Tad for a few races because you've been practicing.
Well, not if I pop out in an Indy car. Where do I fix
Oh
it?
no, I have a macro for that.
Come on, which?
Remember, you have access to all the cars now. The fastest one in the game is the bottom right. I mean, I'm happy to race you in that car, Tad, because I'm pretty sure I'd still beat you.
No, you've got a message on here that says you'll kick me out.
Yeah, but if you choose the BF1, I reckon I can
don't
still...
even see where to swap. Where?
In the pits, click on garage.
Yeah.
And then click on the... Well, then you click on the... Then where it says car.
It seems like a very weird car. I don't know how...
Joko won the race.
It's powerful and it's front-wheel drive, yeah.
Oh, car. God.
Yes, Tad, you click on car to choose which car to drive.
Yeah. I mean, that almost makes sense.
Are you about to return, Max?
Yep.
Which car are you making us pick?
No, I think
Just any of them?
I think you should pick the one in the bottom right because I don't think you'll make it half a lap for totaling it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Fair enough. Well, let's see what happens.
You'll make it half a lap for totaling it.
Oh, God. Like...
Okay, if you just press Shift R to restart. Good luck, Max. Don't think you'll need it.
I have a spit lane.
Oh, God, I've forgotten the controls. Shit.
Good luck.
Seriously.
Oh, wait. Oh, bollocks. Can you restart?
It's in the salver.
Can you vote to restart a sec? Because was just like completely. I had my foot resting on the accelerator, so it started and went. You failed. It's like, oh. If we're so Tad, I'll say this to you. Oh God, don't jump the lights.
Is he still in the game? Oh,
yeah.
I wouldn't. I'd be ready to go around me. I don't remember the buttons.
No, that wasn't the challenge. So there you go. You got it. Yeah. Cool. And Tad's off. Now you have the speed advantage. Well, apparently not. Oh my God, you're so low compared to this car. It's hilarious. And now he's up to the first corner, and oh no, he kept it. He actually kept it. Went onto the grass, managed to come back on, and second corner. There you go.
Wow, that
Two
was
corners.
real fast.
Cross my face.
And I
Cross my
fell
face.
through the world. Excuse me, game.
2 corners.
Through the world.
Yes, that was
That's really kind
that
of you.
was unbelievable. That was just.
I literally fell through the world.
Is this thing rear-wheel drive?
No,
it's
front.
four-wheel drive.
It's front. That's front.
Oh,
so
okay.
if you
Why
start-
is it so sort of skiddy?
It's quite heavy, but it's got power. But it's also got ABS. But yeah, it's heavier than the other cars. But it does mean you should put down a bit of power to pull it around the corners.
They've changed. Left.
They changed left.
Shift. No. They changed the
This-
buttons.
I can't actually see my dials because the steering wheel's in the way.
Just
In
dump it
game.
down. Yeah, so Max, I was going to suggest you should probably, when we do Illicit, you probably spend like 30 minutes in VR. I do like
Yeah.
work up a bit. I said this is a good game for VR because the cars are quite slow and there's a lot of cockpit, and also you're used to being in a car. So I've always found car games to be the best for VR sickness.
No, I've got lots of ginger to eat now.
Oh, you'll also, as I said, at the end of the last stream, I had to go into 2D. I can't drive this game in 2D for Toffee. I really can't. I can't tell where I am on the track. I can't tell how fast I'm going, where my braking points are. None of those things. Like, my steering wheel is probably a disadvantage. I'd say probably, with a bit of gentleness, an Xbox pad is the best. But the VR, I think, is a big advantage. Probably counterbalanced with having a motion chair, which is cool, but probably not an advantage.
Oh, does Scrap Mechanic have VR support?
No, very few games
No.
do. Sadly, I know.
I was thinking that's a bit like No Man's Sky in terms of, you know,
Yeah.
the graphical. Well, maybe not exactly the same,
Yeah.
you know,
Well, I'd love to play
but open
like
worldy stuff.
Scrap Mechanic in VR. Like,
This
develop
car
their own
automatically sets itself to pit speed. Why don't they all do that?
game. They do if they have a pit limiter. This one doesn't have a pit limiter, so I don't know what car you're in. I think you're in
Still in
the
the Sauber.
I think it's in the FXR.
Well, how do I turn it off?
I don't know.
Press the button.
Is it? I
Bind.
don't. I don't know what the default button is. But yeah, so this car, Max, to go around corners, you need to start to put it in, not quite adrift, but you need to start getting the car to orbit, and then it's a big, heavy car. So this is where the Mini is so good, because the Mini is super reactive. Because you
Just
don't
throw it in and throw it
yeah,
out.
throw it
sort
in,
of
throw it,
thing.
yeah. And if you screw it up, you can bring it back.
Speed limiter is L. That's a terrible button for that.
L for
It's not
limiter. That's not that hard.
Yeah, you can always rebind it. I mean, that's just the default thing.
Or do what I do and write it on a piece of card and stick it in the keyboard between the F1 keys and the normal keys. Top of the,
I mean, there's only four
It's there.
buttons. There's only 4 buttons you need, which is pit limiter, headlight, horn, and engine start. Those are the only 4 buttons you need. Yeah, apart from
really.
well, apart from the
The other
driving
ones, yeah.
buttons. Yeah.
Do you do a bind for reset VR view?
Yes, I have done that. I put it on circle. See this? You see the /VR. So what you do under like the controls menu, under like Control F3 or something, bind something. I think it's /VR/reset, but it might be /reset base VR, and then you can bind that macro to a button.
What? You mean I can't do it through the menu? I've got to type a console command or something?
I don't. I think the default's F8, but I don't think you can rebind that.
So how did you bind it to a button then?
Hold on, let me park up a second. I'll look it up. Okay, so options, controls. So under Control Plus, Control F2,
Yeah.
I have typed in /VR reset there,
What?
Okay.
and then on the right hand side,
Did you wind up upside down? I'm sorry, Shulker.
assign it to a button. Wait, Shulker rolled. I'm back in the race.
That's different from reset car, clearly. /reset.
Now, /VR reset.
Oh, /VR reset.
I
Okay.
think that's what it said.
I'll give it a go.
Which
Back in
side?
mode.
Okay.
VR. Back in mode.
If we're going to go to VR, well, we should put it in the...
Put things in first.
yeah, so yeah, Max, this is one of the few games that actually comes in and out of VR really well. So you actually turn on VR from inside the game. There is a shortcut command to override straight to VR though, but I've forgotten it. Like mine is Oculus or something. I haven't tried this on my G2. I suspect it'll be spectacular.
Well, did not like that crash.
Who's in the BMW?
Hard to recover from being on your roof.
Yes.
Sorry again, Shulka.
Oh, good. Okay, well done. Had you knocked 3 minutes off your previous lap record.
I'm gonna spend that whole time in the pit.
No, blue flag me.
I like how it just says major damage. It's like, yeah, you can just say that I couldn't shift out of first.
Yeah, sometimes you can't. There are some types of major damage you can't fix, and some you can. Sometimes it just goes, that's it. I think it just says unfixable damage. What server are we on? God, it's just called LockDown.
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 Kind of.
It's so much easier having a pit speed button.
Yes. They said I am away for a couple of nights, but I will be back Sunday, and we can arm wrestle if it's Rackfest or Live for Speed. Like I like Rackfest and all, but I really like computer games where I feel like, whereas at the end of the session, I've learned something slightly useful in the real world, and I like that. And I wish more games had that.
I'll try my bind for VR reset, and it says you do not have admin rights. So slash VR reset, right? Or is it reset VR?
Slash VR reset, yeah.
Space reset.
Yeah, slash VR space reset.
Slash VR space reset. Okay.
Yes.
Let's try.
Catch Max.
How do I switch over to using the VR?
Okay, so escape, options, view, and at the very top middle it says 2D and 3D. Click on 3D, then click on probably Vive, I suspect, which you'll be using. Steam VR.
I've got a VR headset, Oculus Rift, or Open VR.
Yeah, Open VR, and that should be it. Given the nature of the game, you can probably turn the anti-aliasing right up.
What?
The when you're in that menu there's a slider. I've got mine dragged to 225% because because it's a simple game. But yeah, and then that should be it. You should just be in. So this is why it's good to be familiar with the game in 2D, because of course you need to faff around and fumble with the buttons and things.
You can just do that with your face.
Straight in your drums and click when you're ready. Space to click. Space to click? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can bind that as well. To just bind something to VR click.
Yeah.
Are you in, Max? And then that's it. You should be in the same.
It's very much 2D.
Are you...
a screen in front of me.
Right. Yeah. So
Go into VR.
Yeah. No. That's what happens when you're. So if we end the race. So if we all vote to end the race, we'll go in.
I wanted to join the game.
Yeah, because Max had. Yeah, because that's the action.
There we go. Oh, there we go. That's
so
better.
we'll choose the mini, the slow mini, because Max hasn't been in VR, and there's no point in going. Cool. Now we'll drive the F1 car, and Max go. Oh, he's gonna be sick. So click on Garage. That's for Tad. Click on Car and do the UF1, which is the top left car. So this is a 55 horsepower front-wheel drive car. Oh yeah.
Wait.
Wait, what? Top left car.
How do I hit that?
So
Where do I get to
which
that?
car do you want?
click on
What,
garage.
what 3 letters?
F1.
UF1.
Laptop.
Push escape? If I push escape.
Are you not in the pit? What screen are you in, Tad? Are you not in the same screen the rest of us? Where on the right it says driver, garage,
No.
track.
No, that's the one with the spinning.
Yeah.
With the band kick remote ready.
Yeah. So click on garage, which is where you keep cars. It's on the right-hand side.
Rejoin race.
It might be pronounced garage for you. Yeah.
All it's given me the option to do is leave the host.
Do you see top left the word lockdown, then skill level, race, start grid, connections, driver, garage.
Yeah.
Click on garage, which is where you keep cars. Yeah.
No.
Above the map.
Middle right-hand side, garage. Above the map.
Nope, no garage button. All it tells me is FXO GTR for the car I'm driving.
To the right.
And
of
what's
that.
to the right of
that.
that?
It's not clear it's a button, to be fair, Ted.
But it does say garage, which is where you keep cars. To the right of the so Tad,
Car name.
on the
Go
very,
right.
on the very right-hand side, the very right-hand side of the screen, you have 4 words: driver.
Yeah, I don't have that
garage.
button.
What?
Oh,
I'm looking at your. I'm looking at the.
Hit ready. Hit cancel.
Oh yeah, don't be ready.
Ah.
Because you can't change cars.
Oh,
when
the
you're ready.
UF.
Yeah, that's the one. So this is a slow car. So this will give Max a bit of a chance to get it. The fun thing is, if you screw up, you won't screw up anywhere near as far.
Also, people won't catch up. Well, no, they will catch up with you the same rate, won't they?
Yes. So
That happened a lot slower.
So, don't skip the lights. This is a note to everyone.
Yeah, it's like a Nintendo game. You can go slightly before the green.
Oh, I've got a weird.
Do that.
Hold on. That's bad.
What?
I need my mirrors to work.
Oh, you might need to turn off virtual mirrors.
Where's that?
That's, oh God.
Whoa! There's Max.
Yeah, we'll restart in a moment when Max
Sorry.
has worked out his
I had to drive by Max.
Sorry.
options.
This is amazing.
Display? No. View?
Mirror mode. No.
Yeah,
I've got it.
View. Yeah, real. Mirror mode real.
That's better. Alright.
Should we restart for
Quite
you
good
then?
in VR, even on a janky setup.
We're not going fast enough for that.
What, for VR? We are. Okay, don't jump the lights. And
Whoa!
we're all going this time.
Jump the lights, jump the lights, jump the lights, jump the lights, jump the lights.
Should really work how to change my horn.
Where are the lights?
3, 2, 1, go.
Ignore him. They're in the top right. I usually look at the
yeah.
virtual lights. Oh, and remember, Tad is a whirlwind of high ping, terrifying. So be careful of the orange one.
Oh wow, this is really weird. Not moving and moving.
So
But
this
you
is,
can really see where you want to be.
yeah. I said it's worth doing short stints. You will build up a tolerance to feeling sick.
It's just checking the corners. It's just there's so much more.
Yep.
I don't know what's saying. It's more realistic, isn't it?
Yeah. Stereoscopic vision helps a lot with the depth perception. And
Purple is in the right, following closely behind blue, who is making space for orange. Orange has made a mistake. Now
oh,
purple is in wrong. Now I make mistake.
dog rang bell. I ate. Oh, there goes Max. What happened there, Max?
I overcooked it.
Oh. Wow, this thing does not pull much. I'm waiting to hit
No.
7, there you go, 5, 250.
Oh, come on, you can make it to 90 miles per hour. I believe in you, little car. You did it!
This thing gets
I'm
up
so
to 44
proud.
miles an hour, you're going to see some serious shit.
Like I can see these guys pile off around the corner.
This is the vehicle's top speed.
I can get out and run faster than this.
Brakes!
I'm pretty sure you
Oh, yeah.
can't, but
Flynn for Christie.
It's a quote, God, honestly. Because the
Remember when you crash in VR?
Yeah, when you crash in VR, it's horrible. I mean, that's why this
Yeah.
game's good for VR, because you try to avoid crashing as much as you can, or at least you should be.
Yeah, when you crash in VR, you think you crash in real life.
Yeah.
Especially if
die
you're
in
in
the
a
game.
motion rig.
Yeah, that wasn't nice.
This is the noise you made.
Well, as I said, my oh god, sorry Shauka, nothing I could do. My lizard brain kicked in. All I got to do was make the same noise I would have made in a real car crash, which was just go and put my hands in front of my face. Like that might help.
So satisfying when
Well, it
you
would
cock up
hurt.
a corner and you spin out, but you do a perfect pirouette and you suspect that you've absolutely minimised the amount of downtime.
Good overtake, Shauka.
Considering I was facing the wrong way at some point there, that was probably the fastest possible recovery.
Nice.
Oh, I think I took that corner quite well.
I'm just skidding off. I'm into a world of mess here, tell you.
Well, say,
Oh my god, these tyres are like, shall we get traction back after that skid? Shall we? Maybe.
Don't need
Maybe
traction.
briefly, and then not again.
Yeah, but I have a feeling more traction on these tires is a bad thing.
I know someone that used to drive a Mini, and on his commute to work, the very last segment of his trip to work was a Mini roundabout, and he would go round it as fast as he possibly could. And
As
one
you
time
do.
he went round it so fast that he then went sideways and ended up on the curb with the wheels on the left side of his car just folded under the Mini. So the car was perfectly level because it was half on the pavement, but with its wheels folded under it.
That's not ideal.
Yes.
It stayed there.
he went for a mini disaster.
Is it Bill Bailey that used to do those adverts? Mini adventure adverts.
I don't know, it may have been.
I've seen Bill Bailey live. He was pretty good.
Yes, I saw him live, I'll say last year, it would have been the year before now. Saw Dara O'Brien as well. Lovely chap, beautiful plumage.
You were warned!
Oh, there's someone
seen-
neck and neck there.
Ed Byrne live as well.
Ed who? Ed Byrne.
Ed Byrne.
Yeah.
Ed Byrne.
I assume these are real people and not just people that BBC pass around for QI and Mock the Week, and because it's just the same set of British comedians constantly.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Ouch. Who was that in an orange car?
Damn it, Hans.
No idea.
Remember, Max,
Nope.
don't worry about trying to be competitive. Just worry about getting used to the VR-ness and just drive it. It will come naturally. If you try and push it, you'll spin it a lot.
That was you, wasn't it, Tad?
I was spinning
I
out
have
anyway.
no idea what you're talking about.
Just
I
try,
hope your toilet never flushes.
just try and drive it like you would a real car.
I got a new one.
But it's worse than before. We got the top right, which is the slowest one with the least power.
It has the least power, and therefore you're going slowest around the corner.
I'm sweating like a pedo outside of school.
What?
That's inappropriate.
Is that the idiom?
Terrible.
I'm getting hot.
That's an offensive joke. You shouldn't make jokes like that.
Why? Because
Fuck you.
Prince Andrew doesn't sweat. So not at all then, Max.
Yeah, apparently.
Oh my god, I'm losing speed going up this hill. Oh wow, I knocked 8.8 of a second off my best lap. I'm consistent, but consistently slow.
Well, that does seem to be this car's forte.
Doesn't have any fortes. It's a Mini.
It does have a forte. You can put a bigger engine and a straight gearbox in and pick that car instead.
It's a rock. It doesn't have any vulnerable spot.
So you got your shirt off again. I do need to watch that. I like that film. I've seen it.
Which one?
One of the best films ever.
Galaxy Quest. It's another one of those. I own it on Blu-ray. I've not watched it on Blu-ray. I keep buying
My
films. Going, oh,
grandpa's hammer.
but I did
What a savings.
did watch Inner Space a couple of weeks ago with my niece and
That's
nephew,
what-
Yeah.
which was so good.
That's for having a permanent subscription to places like Netflix and Disney Plus things. You just go, I just want to watch it now.
Yeah,
You
well,
know.
that's all well and good, but although
Until you go somewhere
Inner
else and
Space
mention it.
is a Disney license, it's not on there. But yeah, as long as I mean, Disney.
I'd like you to be honest about Inner Space. It was good. You remember it being good.
No, it's good. No, it's.
But come on, it's not
It's
good.
a well-paced film. Great humour. You get to see people in the 80s without be going, look, haha, look how stupid people looked in the 80s. The special effects are overall very,
You mean
very good.
Dune?
The practical ones are really good.
Was it Dennis Quaid and Martin Short?
Yep. And
I
Dennis
like Martin Short.
Quaid's,
He's in.
Dennis Quaid's son. You remember him, Huey from The Boys?
No. No.
You know The Boys?
The clock in the
I've seen the
car is
first
the right
episode.
time.
Yeah.
I didn't
Huey.
know Dennis
That's-
Quaid had an actor.
Dennis Quaid's son is Huey. Plays Huey. And his mum is Meg Ryan. And they met filming in space.
They met when
I have
Just
not
forget
done
what
this
his name is.
corner right.
Meg Ryan is the lady
Yeah,
in
they
Inner
met when
Space.
Dennis.
Meg Ryan
Well, if you
and Dennis
take
Quaid
everybody
are
to-
married and have a son, and I've forgotten his name, but he plays Huey in The Boys. But yeah, I was pleasantly surprised because I have watched a number of films from my childhood and gone, yeah, it's fucking awful. But Inner Space was genuinely a very good film. Really, really enjoyed it again.
Princess Bride still holds up just about if you suspend disbelief.
I would really like to see a remastered version of The Princess Bride that just fixes all of the crappy special effects. You don't change anything else.
Yeah.
Just fix like the bit where he lands on the ground and he's obviously landed on a mat covered in dust.
Yeah, or the bit where
But isn't that what
Isaac's pulling
actually
them
makes
up
the
the
movie
mountain.
great?
No, it's
he's
not.
pulling them up the rope, up the cliff, and he's just got like mannequins hanging off him.
The other bit where from the far shot you see the man in black jump on Fezzik's back, but Andre the Giant couldn't really stand up for long and he certainly couldn't hold someone on his back, so they just got a big bloke to do those far shots, not Andre the Giant.
Mm-mm.
Oh, isn't Andre dead? How would
yeah.
that work?
Oh my gosh, died many years ago.
Unfortunately, yes.
Lovely bloke, by all accounts. Didn't speak
Yeah,
any.
never heard anything bad about him.
Didn't speak any English whatsoever. And learned all his lines for the film by rote from a cassette tape.
Anybody want a peanut?
And he was great, and we all love him, and we shall remember him fondly.
Hmm.
No more rhymes now. I mean it.
Damn you, Schalke. Wow.
Although, with the
Those are
track
the
turned
shrieking
around,
eels.
we don't have a good place to park.
Here we do, just on this, I've changed my mind about parking.
That gravel bit.
Conceivable.
But this is just really weird. You expect to be thrown about a bit.
Yes. Well, I mean, that's the bit that requires a whole bunch more expensive hardware, obviously. But
Yeah.
in Need for Speed, driving these cars, I had no issues getting sick. The open wheelers, that's a different matter. Those are so quick, and you know they're really quick. And there's like here, I mean, I've got lots of cockpit, I've got lots of roof, I've got A-pillars. I don't feel exposed. But whereas in the open wheelers, you feel very exposed, and a lot of it is about how much of your vision is like moving. So because you've got the cockpit, hopefully most of your vision isn't moving. Yeah, you missed, Han. You missed. Doesn't count.
I didn't want to throw you into the moon. This game has very interesting physics with collisions.
But yeah, they're dreadful. Yeah, the car dynamics are excellent. The collisions are absolute.
Well, you're not
Pony.
you're not supposed to hit cars into other cars. Like if you drive one car
Yeah.
into another car in real life, that's the end of your race.
Yeah, but exactly.
Possibly
That's
not
exactly why it's crap, because it isn't in this. You can bounce off someone and carry on as if it didn't happen.
We need to be shouting more at people and shame them with videos or
Oh, it's
something.
clapping.
Sorry, Max.
It's clapping.
Yes, that's because you finished the race. They're not being sarcastic. Should we go into the I say the faster minis, the less terrible minis? Because those ones I think are a great middle ground of power and I say driftiness and control. So that's the I forgot the name of it now. That is the
UFGTR.
UFR. They use the 3-letter code, so it's on the left-hand side, third one down. Yeah, I don't use the virtual click, by the way, Max. I just use the mouse.
Are we ending or are we using the garage to switch?
I'm just waiting for everyone to switch to the UFR.
Oh, your feet don't move. That's no good.
Yeah, I know. It's disappointing, isn't it?
Oh.
The inside of these cars, that's the wrong way around. We're going around the other way. It's hilarious, by the way. Some of the cars, the modelling of the inside is appallingly poor. But bear in mind, this game predates VR by about a decade.
That's for Pancake.
Yeah, it's good. It's fine for Pancake, but not for VR.
Yeah.
Are we all cars?
Gordon, if you're joining us, we're in the UF1, by the way.
Gordon's
No, we're not.
Oh yes, this is much nippier.
Oh yeah.
I
one's
have
good.
passed 100 miles per hour.
Well done, but should we start our race now then? Because you're just sort of driving around in pre-race. I like your number. I like your number plate, Gordon.
Okay.
Getting a full pack. One day I'd love to say it's in a full pack, because I think it's 48 cars. See how many of us make it around the first corner.
Oh, so I pressed my button for VR reset, and it brings up the VR reset UI instead of just resetting it.
Yes.
Well, it's better than nothing.
So don't rush. There's no rush. Come out the first corner. Right, don't worry about it. There's many laps to go.
Sorry.
Now we've just lost Gordon.
Is he still alive?
Yeah, spinning out a little, but now back.
Gordon's alive. Die. Whoa. It's a little bit more exciting.
Who's XTD? Is that Tad?
That's Tad, yeah.
Maybe.
Well, it used to be Tad, now it's just X-Tad. So, remember,
For extreme.
right-hand side for this braking zone.
Oh, that was.
Where did you bump me?
What did you slow down to?
So, remember,
No,
Max,
it was
Because
that.
I haven't made it around that corner properly ever yet.
And so Max, assume that everyone else on the road is a nightmare. Bear in mind that you're in VR, you can glance left and right, which helps a lot for avoiding things. But I think in that case, Tad was in the wrong. I think Tad should have given you right away.
I was just slowing down. I didn't
Oh,
know
yeah.
who was behind
I'm
me.
wrong.
You asked me why I hit you, and it's like, you hit
Yeah.
me.
Yeah,
The only person I thought I hit was
That's not
DJ.
nice.
no, you came across into Max, Tad. Partly, remember, Tad is in 2D, and Tad hasn't turned up his field of view yet. When he does, he will see a lot further left and right.
That's what that means, but
Yeah,
You've got a wheel hanging off there. Like in Wreckfest.
oh, nice drifting.
I didn't mean to do that, but I'll take it.
And
Nope.
too fast.
Ugh.
Remember, to win the race, one must first finish the race. This is why you all ploughing into that first corner like you've got somewhere to be. Don't worry about it. Let other people screw up. Take your corners well. I have smoke coming out of my car. That's not good.
The wheels
Not my
not
fault.
hanging off sideways, is that why?
Now I have smoke particles coming out back of the car.
Who's my cat?
That's Gordon,
Gordon.
one of our regulars. SSS Noob did ask when we were doing Live for Speed again. I didn't tell him, but he hasn't joined us.
That's a waste.
Yeah, bear in mind this is an open, so we're happy to have anyone to join. I will happily allow you in. I will happily give you like driving lessons.
You'll happily lose viewers for you to play with them.
Did I miss anything further, Brad?
The what?
Well, I did put quite a lot of tasks on the to-do list for Ari.
Oh, on the assembler. Oh, okay. I've not looked into it. Well, I saw the emails come through. I hadn't checked it myself yet.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Like everything that happens on assembler notifies everyone. So I don't,
Yeah.
like, because I go, oh wow, you've just done loads. I'm like, yes, but you're supposed to review them, not just go, wow, it's lots of work.
I wish at the top of the email it went din din din. This one's for you.
If I at you, I think you get a slightly different email.
You do, but I don't think it doesn't like change the name of the email or anything. It's still assembler generic. So what have you added? You've added to
Anything interesting going on with Eden right now?
Oh yes, oh yes. Well, it depends. So, would you say that House on Fire is interesting or boring? It's interesting.
Interesting
isn't
in all the wrong ways.
it? Well, but it's still interesting. You're not going to be bored, are you?
No.
So yeah,
Because isn't that supposed to have released by now?
it's definitely interesting.
especially released by the end of July, right?
Well, we haven't told anyone when it's releasing, so that doesn't matter.
That's like 2 days.
Do you know what date Irish pushing for at the moment?
No. But as soon as it's done,
Nice.
so I'm like, all right, but
We're playing the Gandalf game.
we still
2
have
months late, yeah.
we still have questions about UI stuff, and I'm like, mobs don't stand on the ground.
Uh-oh.
Mobs stand in the air. Mobs don't.
Mobs
turn.
don't move.
Yeah. Too fast. I was doing so well.
I don't know what's
Are you
happening
out?
with the movement. It was working before, wasn't it?
It'll be the rather haphazard way that he's coding stuff. Good job, Max. 7 seconds of your best.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So the trick is when you begin to feel a bit, that's the time to stop. Go back into 2D. Come back the next time. So aim for, let's say, 30 minutes of VR. Don't aim for a 4-hour stretch. And then work your way up.
Power through. No.
Don't power through.
And your car is a bit bashed up, shall we say?
Why what?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm well aware.
Wait.
I'm very much the kind of person that will play VR. but
Yeah,
like,
it's done.
For 5 or 6 hours, feel okay, and get to the end, and then I'll be like, oh.
I have ginger.
But do you see what I mean, Max, about the difference it makes about positioning yourself on the road, braking at the right time? Because when I started playing Project Cars, I was impressed how good I was at Project Cars. Then I just play it in 2D, and suddenly I just start sailing off around every corner.
Oh wow.
You live
I
for
can't
speed
shift
peanut
up
butter
anymore.
by Schalke.
There it goes.
Question.
So
Oh,
you
I
can't
am.
speed as much. I'll just be able to
This
tell by the
car
engine
up.
noise.
Oops, Daisy, that's grass. I'm unstoppable.
Unstoppable like that.
It just crossed my mind that Gordon might be someone of Asian descent as opposed to someone whose nickname is Gordon Chin. I always just assume Gordon is in Flash Gordon, and then with a big chin. I don't know.
Sorry, is that it? Is that an Asian name? Or...
Chin, yes.
Oh, I didn't hear the last part, okay. I was like, how's that Asian? Is his name spelled Gord and then there's a space then in?
Yeah, that is his surname, not his first name.
No, I thought you said that was his full name. I was like, Gord in. Yes. I do love it when like names to other languages sound horrible.
Well, like
Like
Brad.
me, No, as in like when you get like I don't know, like a Chinese like name / word that sounds horrendous, like or like a bad sentence.
Oh, like more like Bangkok.
Or like that one athlete that was like Fanny Schmeller or something ridiculous as a German name.
Yes. What was that horse racing guy? His name was like, oh god, it was something Dick. It was like Dick Law or something like that. It was genuinely like, wow.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Oh, here comes the third place car. Is this going to be a Max in third place? I see. Can't tell. It looks blue. Yeah, that's good. I just let off the accelerator and I just come to a halt. Yeah, third place, Max. Very good.
Does it dabba dee dabba die?
VR it is an advantage. VR is a definite advantage and an improvement. Izor came in 4th. Oh, very good laps all round. Gordon, I mean, it's the fact you tried. I mean, that's the important thing. I actually did a spectacular lap. I was just all over the place. Just waiting for Tad. Is Tad destroyed his car as well?
I have destroyed my car.
Excellent. What did we learn, Tad?
Don't bump into things.
Yes. Anything else?
Don't bump. No, just don't bump into things.
That's a good thing to
I
know.
hit too many walls that it just wrecked the front of my stuff. It wouldn't shift anymore.
Well, so can any of the people who have played this more than Tad recently explain to Tad, using a number, the correct number of walls to hit?
Less than one.
Less than
zero, that
one.
one.
Excellent.
Yeah, Clint's called 0, that one.
So,
doing this backwards is screwy, though.
Well, we all know the difference between less and fewer, but what about, when would you say, me and blah versus blah and I?
Well, how would it be versus if it's you on both teams?
Okay, so Brett, would I say me and Brett went to the shops, or Brett and I went to the shops?
Be Brett and I.
Well, I would say.
Much like the way you'd write down people's names in a letter, I'd assume it would be depending on what letter of the alphabet their name starts with.
No, Brett gets scores 0 out of 10.
Well, I'd say I went to the shop, so you and I went to the shop.
Yeah, if you could remove the Brett and Brett bit, use whatever's left, because you would never say me went to the shop unless you're fucking Captain Caveman.
You wouldn't. There we go.
I got another pet peeve, which is people saying myself when they mean me, and yourself when they mean you.
What do you mean, like me, myself, and I?
Me, myself, and Irene. Are we restarting? I can only hit restart by myself so many times before I need someone else to join in.
And when people say, "Oh, you want to know who that was?" That was myself.
Gordon, I hope you saw the picture I tweeted at Dora earlier. Doing her best ceiling cat impression.
Was it adorable?
It really was. Have you not seen it?
Yeah, I think I saw it. Was it on Twitter?
Facebook, yeah.
Quick face, yes.
If you can get off the lights quickly, you can get quite an advantage. Now, who's that in front? Is that Tad? Yes, it is. And Sharper on 2 wheels.
Look out!
Do I dare go? Yeah. Internet connection.
Oh,
Nice,
nicely done, Shauka. That was superb. Shauka outbraked Tad something rotten. I'm gonna wait for Tad to screw up that corner like he always does. And then Odin.
Screw you! I'm gonna screw this corner coming up like I always do.
So this is where it gets really good, but we're all in a tight pack. And that's when it goes wrong. And this is also when to not push it hard. Don't be the one to screw it up, let someone else screw it up.
Yeah, good luck to everyone.
Except Tad.
God bless the corner.
Thanks.
Whoa! What the hell was that, Tad? I think you may bounce off something. I braked. There was nothing I could do. You just came straight across at me. So Gordon, when you change, if you're on manual gears, well, if you're on manual gears, when you change gear, you must take your foot off the accelerator. So if you press
Like
F,
in a real car.
so if you press F, well, sort of, if you press F9, it will say CT at the bottom left. That's clutch temperature. That should never go up. But when you take, so if you can see on the screen, hopefully, in the bottom right, that's my accelerator there. So when I change gear, it's like that. It's off, change gear off. So it took us about an hour, because Schalke kept destroying his clutch. It took us ages to work out how and why. But yeah, if you try and play it like an arcade game, you will break your clutch. And you're not quite right back, so you can keep your foot on the accelerator in a real car, and you'll get more power, you'll get more speed, you'll get more acceleration, but you will ruin your clutch. So it's perfectly realistic. Gordon, you can just press
The
escape.
clutch is just a consumable.
Yeah, just push escape, go to pits, start again.
Go to pits, yeah. Well, yes, the clutch is consumed, but it's supposed to last, 10,000 miles, not 200.
Yeah, tyres consumable, master cylinder consumable,
Master cylinder.
The brakes.
engine not so much.
Wait, hold on. How do you knacker your master cylinder?
That's very
How do you
impressive,
knacker
actually.
it? Well, they wear out.
What?
They wear out.
A master cylinder is a little teeny tiny.
Oh, a
plastic
long,
pod
long
with
time.
oil in it.
Yeah, they take a long time. You do have to replace them sometimes.
Maybe if the seal pops.
Not in the course of a race.
Hold on. Si, what do you think a master cylinder is? One of us is confused. I think it's you.
I'm just jokingly listing car parts that you can replace.
Okay.
That's what he says now.
Because I was like, my God, you look how like I've had to replace the master cylinder.
Well, I
on one
wouldn't
of my
recommend
motorbikes.
replacing your clutch every race either. You're doing it wrong.
Well, you say that, but I do get a fresh clutch at the beginning of each race, thankfully, or we would be in trouble.
Yeah. I'm sure Jensen Button does as well.
Is he the one that just crashed his car because someone touched him? No, that was... I forgot the name of the guy now. I'm sure you could take that chicane at the end of the track very, very quickly. I'm just not sure how.
Not without going through a barrier.
I did actually pretty well then. But you can trail brake in because the corner narrows. Don't feel bad though, Gordon. There's another track with a lot more gear changing, and I've never completed it in this car. All I've done is wreck the clutch every single time. Oh, good lap time, Schalke.
Yeah,
Here he comes.
I'm coming.
And my tires are hot.
That's right, as long as your clutch isn't, that's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, you're definitely improved, Matt. You're only 16 seconds behind me right now, whereas earlier you were 40.
The corners will spun off that.
True. But you will spin off at less corners in VR. I mean, there's another thing in VR. You also tend to take slightly less risks because it feels a bit more real.
Also, it's more punishing.
Yes. Oh, Dora, what the? Dora was sitting on the back of my chair. I touched her and she got scared. Come back. That's nice. That's adorable.
We're taking the turns very differently, but at the same speed.
I don't think either of us are doing it right, let's be honest. It's the blind leading the blinding the blind.
Excited.
Instead of blinding the deaf, but right, that's not a saying, is it?
Maybe a different scenario it might be.
Just so you know, girls come through the floor.
Yes. Yeah, this car drives like my Roadster, you see, so I love this car. It's This is how you can throw the
I've
rotor
popped
around like
the
this.
tires somehow.
Right,
I didn't
someone's
know
on
you
the
could do
grass.
that.
Yeah, my force feedback seems to be 100% all the time suddenly.
No.
Broken something.
Yeah. Something's gone wrong in the driver, I guess, because it's doing the right things, just everything is 100%. So it's twitching left and right with full force, and I'm struggling to keep hold of it. It is not helping.
Consider it a core workout. Wow, that was a really good race from Sharper and I. Like, no real screws. Like, you just spin it on the straight, Max.
Yes.
I had some.
It's like it's inverted. Like it's
I've got
pulling.
my older car. Sorry,
What
go
the
on.
hell is it doing? Right. So my force feedback is doing the opposite of centering. It's pushing away from the center. As soon as I go past the center, it then pushes full force in the opposite direction.
Without it stopped.
Have you knackered the car?
What do I tell?
Press escape, collect pits, drive out again, see if it's still
I don't
doing
have
it.
escape. I don't have a keep. Oh, I can pit and see if it still does it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Major damage. What did I do?
I've had it before. I'm just desperately holding on the cars, trying to lurch. It's not just lurching.
That's how it's
gameplay.
simulating it. Yeah.
I'm having to like literally hold on to the steering wheel. There you go, Max. Third. I think we found the secret, which is spin less and play in VR.
No, it is still.
Coming on there, so I'm going to have to switch out.
That's fine. Well, if you switch out, that's it. So you could just go options, display, back to 2D. What time is it? So I think we're approaching the end of the stream anyway. But yeah, we'll do a couple of races in the more exciting cars.
No, these are pretty exciting.
So should we go for FBM or BF1 then?
I have a skin with the Sauber, so I'm interested in that.
Let's do the BF1 then. So bottom right hand car. Hopefully so I can now. Oh wow, yeah, this is. So despite having played this a lot, sitting in this car in VR, there's still a little bit of a tingle, a little bit of a. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't be allowed in an F1 car.
Which one? Which car?
BF1. So, Gordon, I don't know how you're playing it, but if you're on gears, oh, is this car? I know, and this one doesn't have a dog box. Some of the cars have got dog boxes, so you have to lift the accelerator. This car, you don't need to do that because it's an F1 car. But this one is proper fast. This is the fastest car in the game, and yeah. Oh, you're an Xbox controller. Okay.
The one that makes you sit upright in your seat so you can
Yes.
see the road.
Yeah.
It's good for posture.
Have you seen what it does to the chair, though? It really just hones me about
What is that sound? What kind of sound does an engine like this make?
It's full of bees. Angry bees.
This is, I think, a V12, but it revs like 22,000, 18,000. Makes a great noise. 180, 190 miles an hour. But yeah, in VR, Max, this one is one where you can fear a little bit for your safety when you're going flat out. But I would work up to it. I said, do a little bit of the smaller cars. Maybe at the beginning of the session, maybe at the end. I don't know which is better. But what you'll probably find now is you really struggle to drive around quite so much. Because you don't have your depth of perception.
Yeah.
So BF1, which is the Okay, I've just broke my car. So nice and slowly, gently on the go faster pedal, gently on the steering.
Man, up this got aero. It means that if you slow down, you actually turn less.
Yeah, I've just seen 3 people wipe out in a row around that same corner, so...
Nice, it actually limits the wheel rotation as it should.
Yeah, when you lock the wheels up, you mean?
I mean, no, just stationary and turning the wheel, and the wheel is limited to 360.
Oh, yes. Whoa!
I feel like I've got to granny it around these corners.
Well, the thing is that grannying it around the corners is still probably triple the speed of the Mini.
Yeah, full lock, which is slightly turning.
Seventh gear? Excuse me?
7th gear, yeah.
Oh.
Aw, I was following behind whoever that was.
I'm ready to start and do a race whenever everybody wants.
We're all just gonna crash immediately. This is gonna be great.
But if you imagine, though, Tad, imagine you're the slowest around the first corner, and then the only person not to crash, you'll win the race.
And we should probably bump down the laps.
Is first you must cheat.
Don't
Survival
mind.
of the carefulness.
Oh, this looks so cool, right? 7 of us on the line, and I'm strapped into a seat in an F1 racing position. Awesome. Oh, I didn't see the lights change. Oh, bloody sunset. Okay, 1 person spun out. 2, 3.
Spun out. We're not seeing until it's gone past.
Is that? Oh yeah.
Thanks, Dad.
Okay, nice and gently to start with. Now this car has grooves, so you can go onto the chicanes. If you're on a car with slicks, you've got to stay away from the chicane. But this one, you can use that extra little bit of track.
I immediately hit the grass and lose all traction. What?
Yep. Well, yeah, grass is different. So, I'm not better than you guys. All I did there was not crash. You're all so excited. 5 laps.
I didn't crash. I'm just going slowly.
This car's excited. It doesn't care what we want.
It is a little bit like a Labrador on cocaine, isn't it?
It's like, oh, you pushed accelerate? Let's go!
Ooh, acceleration.
Ludicrous speed.
They've gone to Plaid. Oh, you know that Plaid Tesla that caught fire? Apparently, they set fire to it on purpose. That appears to be what happened. Just, more or less, just for the,
Lols.
the lol. Well, not for the
No,
lol,
for
but the hits.
The news,
Yeah.
Well, any news is good news. As in, it's good publicity, regardless of whether it's bad publicity.
Well, yeah, in this case, it's not good publicity. But then again, Ferraris and Lamborghinis catch fire all the time. They're renowned
yeah, Lambo's
for
mad about it. Wow, you really can't stay on the grass very long.
No, you got to avoid the grass, but you can use the chevrons. Now, who's in second? Schauker. Oh, we've got Lofty has joined us. Who Lofty is? Oh,
Hello.
I overshot. The other thing is the moment the car starts to lose traction, if you're accelerating, pull your foot off the accelerator. Which is something, the first thing you do in real life. But in computer games, you tend
Yeah,
to keep your foot
that's
planted.
real life stuff right there.
Yeah, but in computer games, you just tend to keep your foot planted to the floor and try and steer your way out of it. But don't do that. That helps. But yeah, Gordon, this game does teach you to be very gentle with your Xbox controller's steering. But thank you for joining us, it's much appreciated. Give your cat some scritches for me. Make sure you check out the picture of Dora on Twitter, by the way, because it is lovely.
I just liked it through the notification. I didn't actually open it today. I'll have to do that later.
Oh, wow. Who was that?
I saw Dora. I clicked like. It's easy.
That was me disconnecting.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that was very spinny.
I mean, did I appear to steer at all?
You just drove in a straight line into
No.
yeah.
Exactly.
I don't know if I like this track backwards.
I put it forwards, but I think I know it so much better. I put in.
I mean, that is a very, very big advantage.
Yeah. I mean, as they said, when you choose a new car and new track, that's when it separates the men from the boys. Because then you're having to, dare I go around this corner a bit faster? Because I don't know how fast these corners are in this direction, so it's like trying to find the limits without going over the limits too much. Oh, like that.
You've really got to pay attention after that long straightaway. Because that corner sneaks right up on you.
Oh, it's not enough of that.
Alright then. Well, I will see you on Sunday then. Max, try not to have
Not the flow.
try not to have too much fun without me. Did you take some fuel out of your car, Shelka?
Oh, I've knackered this.
Please eat more.
Wait.
And it uses the same fuel for all.
Yeah, it's over.
Yes, that's what you use more. So, Tad's knackered it, Shelka's out of fuel, and Sai, you're on track to come in second.
Should have gone to pits. I didn't realize. No. I could have had enough speed.
And again.
Yeah, it doesn't shift up anymore.
Because you hit something, or because you've been thrashing?
Oh yeah, I freaking hit the shit out of that. The wiggle at the end of the
If you saw
straightaway.
if you saw the speed I hit the wall at,
Yeah, I hit it pretty good.
second or third.
Yeah, you probably hit it upwards of 200 miles an hour, Sai.
Yeah, I would be puree.
Yes.
I hit it so hard I immediately remembered where I left the keys to the shed last summer.
Oh, I've lost left steering. What? How does that happen?
NASCAR.
Well, the anti-NASCAR.
Reverse NASCAR.
I don't know how much content we'll be able to get out of it, but people are actually joining our stream for Scrap Mechanic to watch us play Scrap Mechanic. I assume it's one of those games that has a quite big following. And
Don't you get out of the way, you dirty bastard.
not many people actually.
You got by just fine.
Not many people actually stream it.
That was low down. Yeah, you spin out. Go on.
I have
I
no
see a little arrow
left
spinning around.
turning. I cannot turn left.
You can rotate well enough.
What, Zoolander?
Something like that. Wow, I can only turn right. I can't even. Wow, what has happened to this car?
Oh, it's actually
Oh,
NASCAR.
grass.
I think it got driven by you.
I mean, yeah, but
Whose slogan is that, driven by you?
Ford.
Is that? I don't know.
Toyota.
Toyota.
if it is, it isn't anymore.
It was Brian May did the jingle for it. Second place. Woohoo!
Da-na-na-na-na, driven by you. Shaka, your best lap was 7 minutes.
Everything we do is driven by you.
That's Brian Adams.
Yeah.
Right.
Everything
Brian
I
May.
do,
Brian May.
driven by
Brian May.
you. What time is it? What should we do? What should we do for our last race then? Tad, you're the newbie. What would you feel like we can do? 'Cause remember, you have access to all the tracks now.
Best lap 7 minutes.
Shaka,
You can pick the track. I'll pick the car.
Shaka around that fuel. Okay, okay. If you all hit end race, we'll do the coast track because this is a very, very short track, so it's much, much easier to learn this one. And I think most of us have done it before. This is Fern
And
Bay
I'm gonna
Club.
pick the FXO GTR.
FXO. What's the 3-letter code? Oh, the FXR. Oh, gold. Okay. 490 horsepower, 4-wheel drive, weighing 1,100 kilos. But sure, that's fine. So this is the FXR, just bang in the middle.
I raced in it a little. I was FXO GTR. Yep.
This is a GT class car. This is not too forgiving. So, Izzard and Schalke, you've done this track before, so I vote we just let Tad go first and follow him, and when he crashes, leave him behind.
Right, sorry, I was just AFK.
With friends like
car is
these.
it?
FXO GTR, the one bang in the middle.
FXO.
FXR is the code, FXR.
FXR.
Yeah.
Ooh, yellow.
So, 490 horsepower, 4-wheel drive.
No problem.
Transmission, sequential gearbox with ignition cut. So I don't need to bother bouncing the accelerator on this one. Ooh, it has downforce as well.
That's what the bottom edge is about, isn't it?
It has a refuser, but I don't think that does anything.
Tell that to
Looks
Need
nice.
for Need for Speed.
No, people put diffusers on, but you're not going fast enough for a diffuser generally. You won't be on this track. It's a good track, this one. Nice
No.
and short. It's a mile long. In the F1 car, you
Nice.
can do a lap in about 30 seconds. I can't. I think but so yeah, I haven't driven this car. I've driven this car a little bit. It's a bit mental. And by I say a bit mental, it's very mental. Why are you going so bad at pulling away from the lights?
I have no idea where I'm going.
Well, follow me.
Whoa!
Ooh, Schalke, you sneaky git.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful. That's textbook. Bit less so. And then Tad, foot flat to the floor for the rest of the track.
Ah, okay. And there's the pit. Okay.
That's the whole race. That's the whole lap. Now
Nice.
Now do it much faster. Oh.
Like that?
Nah, I
I
just...
followed you!
Not me. I'm off the...
Yeah, I know. So am I.
Oh.
Hello, DJ.
You can't just... Well, you can slam on, but if you slam on that early, someone will hit you. Which was me.
Yeah, but I have no idea where I am or what I'm doing.
But, I know, but at least you're honest about it.
Always. Always. You never get in trouble for being honest. It's fucking crazy.
We'll be braking at some random time.
I thought
Too late.
I thought I would brake earlier than you and just get the corner properly.
Oh, you broke so much that you then had to build up speed again afterwards.
Yes, but at least I didn't end
You
up
almost stopped.
with gravel all up in my grill.
Hope it's just go
Plenty
on.
of time.
What are those guys doing back there?
Oh my god.
But,
So bad on the grass.
yeah, this one's got slicks, so
Okay. Took me 3 goes to get off the grass.
see, I may have just broken my car by downshifting a little bit too much.
Is there an Impreza in this game similar to yours?
I mean, there's no Impreza. The only licensed cars are BMWs, but the 4-wheel... I mean, this isn't a million miles away. This is about 130 more horsepower than mine, and slightly heavier. This is not... It's not radically off. It's 4-wheel drive, this one.
hot.
My Scooby's a monster, I told you. It's great.
You do like that car too.
I love that car.
Except the gas bill.
You
And
don't
probably
drive-
the tire bill.
Tires aren't too bad. My last tires, the tire walls rubbed away. Right, didn't run out of tread, I ran out of tire wall.
What? How do you do that?
Taking it on a racetrack a lot.
Because of the heat?
Really, because the tyre walls were too high. I need to get some much lower profile tyres, which is hard because now I have to start trying to find non-road legal tyres, which are much harder to get hold of.
I can imagine.
Time is the name, isn't it? Go on.
What did you say? So I didn't hear you.
Not even sorry,
Is that
Shogun.
about the grass?
Yeah.
Oh, you finished.
Go on, Brett. Third time
Rubbish.
lucky. Nah. Go on, do it. No one's talking now. Quick. Go on, Brett. Quickly. What were you saying? Something.
Oh, you're saying the non-road legal ones were harder to find, I said shocker.
Well, yeah, but like, I'm not going to use them on the road. I have a separate set of wheels for track.
Yeah.
I have some very nice Oz racing wheels for track and a pair of really cheap. Oh fucking hell, Brett!
That's what I do.
I sort of squirmed back in my seat as I saw Tad barreling towards me.
Later.
Go on, let's do one more then. Then I have to go to bed because I have to get ready for tomorrow.
So do I.
I
Oh,
spent
look, a really free weekend for Grounded.
Yeah. That's, for a game with no DLC, that is not a ringing indictment of how well they're doing. That's how people have got.
What is it?
Grounded. The gimmick's worn off,
Oh.
and now we want people to play it. But yeah, I'm not joking about it. People are actually joining our stream just to watch Scrap Mechanic. I don't know how long or how much content there is. And next thing is to start making, like we want a nice vehicle each, some nice paint, just nice paint jobs on our vehicles, and start doing some bigger forays off to get stuff.
And Jay's banned from touching your vehicle.
Jay's banned touching my vehicle. He kept his own vehicle. We're blackjack and hookers. We've got enough, like, to start making second vehicles now.
Is it difficult to do in that game?
It's
It's just expensive.
It's just time consuming, really.
Ah,
Like the vehicle we've
you need
got,
some sort of.
it's like it's the end of like 5 hours of iteration and tweaking and fiddling with it and falling over. But yeah, we should probably end up see who can end up with the best vehicle. But you could also have vehicles that aren't all in ones. So one vehicle for mining and another one for picking up resources. That would make it easier as well.
And that would encourage multiplayer.
And they'll come
You know what you're doing.
Well, we already are. I mean, it's also when we're off on our little mining expeditions, it's so much easier when someone else is there smashing up the rocks. It's so much quicker. Whoa. Wait, where's Schalke? Tad overtook me. What's going on?
Behind.
Yeah, I know that.
I was in the sand this race, so bit behind.
Yeah, this
What
is
he's trying to say is, I'm in the lead. Which is weird.
It won't last.
And I'm scared, and I don't like it.
Yeah,
What happened?
I hit a tire and it
Ah.
knocked me off, probably.
No, Tad, you have to learn to look left and right.
Nope. I tried to fix my FOV, but we were doing the Indy cars, and I was like, oh, it turned green, just like you did. Well, there you go.
I went round the corner onto the straight on the inside of you, and you were just kind of coming in a little bit tight. See, this is what I like about this track, because it's so short, we have the opportunity to catch up, back markers are a real thing. But yeah, hopefully if we can do this one regularly, we'll actually get some people coming and joining us, which would be nice.
Nice.
I think this we've got at maximum 48 players, which would be sweet.
There'd be more cars than track on this thing.
Yeah, but how cool would that be? Oh cool, a new personal best.
Until Ismaya comes on and everyone just decides to take her off the track for whatever reason.
Oh god. Oh my god, I'm still spinning.
It's still going!
Wow. Oh my god, I'm actually dizzy from that. My word.
I do like this car. Like, I don't know what it is about it, but I like it.
On the sensor, I will give it one more. That's definitely the last one though. I like it too. The track suited for it, because we did try this car on a different track and it wasn't quite so much fun. It was a bit on the scary side. I don't know why you guys are so awful at pulling away from the lights, by the way. I'm making serious ground from the starting line.
Well, I wasn't revved up last time. See? That makes all the difference.
I missed my second shift. Where's Shalka not in, or I can't see him?
That's just the two of us. Shulka, did you leave?
Yep.
Or is he that, or did we push him off the road? And he rage quit? Which is fair.
So Jimmy, I'm just going to follow you till you screw up. Oh, there you go. Ooh,
Or you're going to do that.
He kept it.
Nope. Alright, that didn't work.
Yeah,
that didn't work.
You managed to screw it up when I was less than one car length away from the barrier, so I just hit you.
Rude. But this thing's got some serious get up and go. I like it.
Well, more than your Nissan Sentra, anyway.
Well, it's a manual. I can kick it as much as I want.
Why am I following you? For God's sake. Right.
You don't know. It's just the two of us.
No, I followed you off the track.
Yeah, I mean, we're in this together.
Yeah. This is another thing that you get. If you're ever on a racetrack, don't follow the car in front, because you don't know how good they are, how good their car is, and if they do screw up, you will follow them off the screw up.
Yes!
Oh no, did he keep it?
That is super satisfying if you do get to keep that.
Yes.
Something like that. Oh my god, that's satisfying.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's one of the things I like about this game is because it is that much harder, the rewards are that much sweeter, and they're not outside of my range. Like, not like, I'll say Dark Souls or Ikaragu or something like that. Like, I'm just like, I can't be bothered. But here, because you start off at a certain level of goodness, and it's not really a win or a lose, you just can progressively get better. I mean, Max was knocking, massive strides off his personal best there, and actually was not a long way back. So he's getting better and better and better. And I like that. I'm going to have to rely on Tad to really... Oh, there he goes. Exciting angle on that corner. Oh, that tyre hit my bumper.
It did? It didn't look like it for me.
Yeah, bounced off my bumper. Yeah, Brett, if you could try and hold the team together for just a couple of days while I'm away, that'd be good.
But it's your channel. Wait, couple of
No,
days.
he means the Eden team.
Oh, there's another lap. I nearly did the victory pose, jam on the handbrake, hands in the air thing. But
I was waiting for you to do it too, because I looked up, I was like 4 or 5. He's gonna do it.
I glanced at the top right, went, wait, hold on.
And you know what would be really funny is if you silently add things to the assembler from mobile without anyone noticing.
Wow, you are gone.
Yeah, I don't have, the kid gloves are off now.
It is nice. The more you get around a track, the more comfortable you get.
Yeah. I said, when there's Mia and I, we did those some great laps, it's just automatic. There's no engaging my brain. And my Quest 2's battery's just got a bit low. So, better. It's better at 72 hertz, but not great. I do have a PCIe expansion card, though, which I may try. Awesome. Well, as ever, that's been lots of fun. Thank you all for coming, apart from Brett, who we hate. We're back on Sunday with either Lift Speed or Wreckfest, depending on how we all feel.
My goodness, the tread on my front left tire is solid red.
And we will definitely be back with Scrap Mechanic on Monday. If that's the only reason you watch this channel, which is fine. I will make you happy. See you guys.
I need to download